Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Plus 63 HP D&D podcast. Here is where a group of friends play their very first D&D campaign. I am your host, Raymond, and I play Asumedos, your charming hexblade tiefling warlock. Now, together with me are the band of adventurers that would blow your mind throughout our weekly adventures. Let's start off with the man from Brooklyn, the tanned man with a plan, the tattooed charmer from the East Coast. We'll have JONG.
Hi, I play Itszki, a Yuan-Ti Pureblood Ranger. I also just got back from vacation, so I'm tan. Lots of hiking in the Grand Canyon. Hello.
Woo! Looking forward to hearing your updates in our next series. Next, we also have the big red tank of a machine, the daddy himself, with newly made pearly whites.
Fully constructed.
Hello, I'm CHUBAX. I play Malak, the Scourge, Aasimar, Paladin.
Now, brave, wonderful, only female in our group, the tough, don't mess with her, Isa B.
Hi, I'm Isa, and I play Shevra, the Tabaxi fighter.
And of course, thank you, Isa. And of course, this would not have come to fruition without our suave like a dove game master, our dungeon master, our Lord Creator, and our mercy dice giver, Angelo.
Well, I have yet to see that
Hi.
mercy.
I think
I'm
the fact
Angelo.
that we still
and
survived.
I play everyone else. My dice dictate what's gonna happen.
The fact that we're still alive today, that means that's mercy enough, I think. So as the group of silver shadows, I'm almost forgetting because we just took a break of about a week and a half, right? So the silver shadows are exploring this wonderful city of Waterdeep. They were able to find new equipment, which sadly they could not afford. I mean, they were able to buy some, but we need more power for these adventurers. So let's see what our dungeon master has in store. Maybe more gold, maybe just freebies. Let's find out.
Okay.
I was
So
hinting.
last time, you adventurers are shopping in the City of Splendors. So the Silver Shadows finally rendezvoused with Archmage Leander, who gave them directions as to where to go, and informed them that the representatives of the various city-states of the Lord's Alliance was due to arrive in 2 days. Now, in the meantime, the Silver Shadows decide to hang about at the city, sampling its wares, gathering information, and eyeing the Tyro Cup tournament. But currently, last we left off, you all are still in the Eldron workshop, and you and Donna are deciding which items you're going to buy. So have you guys decided what items are you getting?
Wait. There was a changes, diba? How much is the scrolls na?
Oh, it's all in the chat.
I'll put it in. What are you looking for?
How much was the... Kasi mali yung price na binigay niyo. The first price eh. Wait.
Here, 6-6.
6 instead of 10. Right?
I don't know na the first price.
Yeah,
so-
10 yung value ng gamit natin. It's 6 pala. So,
Okay.
we're short 4,000.
Okay.
And
So
then I gave
6-6.
the list of like the stuff you could buy.
So 6-6 for the scrolls.
can-
That's the ano. That's
Yeah.
the group money. And okay. We can barely afford any. What did you buy anything na? Let's go one by one siguro. Jay, did you buy anything?
Yes, I got a ring.
You use
I,
your
I,
use your
yeah.
money?
I sold my. I traded in my staff farm, and then I think I paid some.
I think Jong, you also got something, diba?
No, I haven't bought anything because we were
Oh.
waiting. I wanted to buy the arrows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the sure kit
We
arrow.
can wait for
That's
we can buy that before we leave.
Okay.
That's not gonna help us.
Pero I think
soon, eh.
personally, I think you bought the robe of ice, right?
Oh yeah, Jong, you did that.
yeah, the robe of ice.
Did you?
Oh, nga pala. Yeah.
You. Oh, I think he traded something for that, right?
Yeah, I think I posted in the chat the list of items.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just making sure na we didn't use the group money. So Jong, I think
Oh, there you
traded
go.
for that.
Ring of Protection
Yeah.
traded. Robe of Ice
Yeah.
traded.
Ring of Protection, robe of ice. Traded.
Okay.
I would love to afford a Rod of Absorption, but that's later on. That's
Yeah, let's not look at the big prices muna.
I know. And I think our Tabaxi fighter would be great with the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Yeah, too big though for now.
How much are those?
It's
Yeah.
10,000.
Next time.
10,000.
Oh my god, next time.
I know, right? So we gotta win this tournament.
Man.
You
So
know, I heard the grand prize is like millions. Copper pieces.
did I think Isa, you bought Shevra already bought the great sword +1.
Better great sword, yeah.
You got it now? You pay
Not
what did-
not with my money. I forgot how much it was. Wait.
400,
I think
400 gold.
Yeah, I think
400,
I gave you an item that you were able to pay for it.
How
How much gold do you have left?
It's only 150. It's not enough.
Oh, I thought I gave you an item that was like 300.
Yeah. The item's 150.
Oh, how much is your gold?
I can
17 aside from that.
weren't we given gold by Leander?
Oh,
Oh yeah, how much was that?
Quite
Yeah.
a lot actually.
1,000.
250? 250?
250
Yeah.
each. Yeah.
Yeah,
250
yeah.
each.
yeah, so that's gonna be enough, right? 250 plus the 150. 400.
Yeah, 400. But if you need more, I still have items so we can.
No, we
or-
can pull from the group fund anyways. But let's just be clear. So Isa, cancel your gold, all
Yeah.
your gold and the item. So you got the great sword +1.
Okay.
I think, guys, we should get her the.
Play +1.
No, we can't afford that yet. Do you have? How many magical items do you have? Just that one, the great sword. That's requires
That's not-
attunement, right, Angelo?
No, it doesn't.
No
Great
attunement,
sword?
no attunement.
Oh no, attunement.
Yeah. Yours Malak.
Undead.
Yours is a special property, so
Magic.
that's why it has attunement.
Okay. So.
Can we give her a Cloak of Protection?
Yeah,
It
that's what
increases her AC.
That's what I thought. So
I don't mind putting in money. Or do you want to
Six.
sell the?
no, we have
You want to sell
the scrolls. I assume we sold the scrolls na for 6.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
I +1 on my great sword?
Attack and damage. On the attack roll
Okay.
and the damage.
But if you add it as an item on your fight club, it
There's
should
gonna be a
already.
great
Is it-
sword +1.
It'll automatically.
Okay.
It'll automatically add the +1.
Yeah, but don't forget to in your fight club, don't forget to equip it.
Yeah.
Kasi
Yeah.
it
Tap the
automatically.
circle beside the so it will automatically add.
Add item.
So 6/6 will go minus 500, right, Jay, for the Cloak of Protection.
Yes.
So Isa gets that. That's her first magical item.
The attunement,
Woohoo!
yes.
Okay. She can get one more.
Why don't we just get the arrows of slaying then? It's 5,000.
No,
Yeah,
but
6,600.
we're not gonna use it yet. Eh. We can
We
buy
can
that.
go back.
Yeah,
before
before we
we-
leave,
Ah.
because we're not gonna use that
Okay.
in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you just want to just like get all those decanters, dust, ever smoke. I mean, let's figure it out. later
Yeah,
on.
I think so. Let's Isa can use the Lockstone as well. 400.
What does the luckstone do again?
Onto all skills and saving throws.
Whoa! While you have it in your possession.
Yeah, and then
pretty
attunement
good.
siya, obviously.
Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
good.
How many?
We can only have 3 attunement slots per
Character, yes.
How
What's
many?
attunement?
It's something that you have to spend a few hours kind of being used to. So like you need to master it. So usually certain items or weapons
Mm-hmm.
needs attunement. So you can only carry 3 at a time. I have a question though in terms of that DM. The Rod of Pact Keeper, it requires staff, it requires attunement. But I don't equip both of them at the same time. So does that mean I have a free slot? Or
No, even if you're not equipping them, you can still be attuned to them.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So if I want to get another magical item with attunement, I have to get rid of one.
No, it's fine because like that's just 2. So yeah, every character has 3.
No,
'cause I
he's
also
saying
have
if he gets a
the-
4th.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to let go of 1.
One.
Do you
Pero
have
ano lang,
to let go
and-
or just unattune? Like
Keep it.
keep it, but you're not gonna be
yeah.
attuned to it. Okay.
It's on your person.
There's like
and,
spell slots. It's just not. I like spell list. It's just not on my spell list right now. I can't use
Yeah,
it
yeah.
immediately. I have
So
to.
later during a rest, I can unequip and
Reattune.
change equipment, in other words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many
Got
does
that.
Jong have? Itszki. How many does Itszki have, Jong?
Which one?
Attunement.
Spells?
No attunement.
I don't think
Actually,
John
don't
has
know.
any.
I think the
I don't
cloak-
have any.
Oh, no.
No,
No, it's the
robe of
you're
Just the robe.
Robe
the
of
robe.
Ice.
Does the bow
I have
plus
an
one
attune-
have
well,
it? No.
Does that
okay,
need
no.
attunement?
The robe of ice. Wait, let me just check if it's attunement. Yes, it requires attunement. The robe of ice.
So that's
The bow
one.
does not.
Oh, okay.
The bow does not. Same thing with the +1 great sword. Any +1, +2, +3 weapon, or +1, +2 armor, or actually anything with a plus, you don't need attunement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And then
yeah,
the item will specify it needs attunement or not. So
Mm.
yeah, it does
Okay.
not. It doesn't need.
the wind fan needs attunement, right, Angelo?
Wait, let me check.
No, it doesn't. On no, Fight Club. Wondrous item uncommon lang.
You don't need.
You don't
You
need.
can just use it. It's an item. Reusable item.
Yeah.
But
Same
Lux-
thing with the Luckstone, yes. The ever smoking bottle is attunement. Does not need attunement. Okay, wait, I'll list it down since I have the list. Okay, cloak.
Wait, is it cursed lockstone?
No, no.
Huh?
Is-
Wait, so I'll just list down the things with attunement. Cloak of Protection, Lockstone. For the uncommons, that's the only one that requires attunement. Everything else, no need.
Okay, so we got the Cloak of Protection for Isa, the Lockstone for Isa. Let's get the. Do we need the Mask of the Beast to speak to animals?
I have that circlet. Oh no, that's comprehend languages, not animals.
And
You never
only
know.
understand, not speak to.
Yeah.
So you want to get it? Let's get the Decanter of Endless Water, Dust of Sneezing, Ever Smoking.
It's always
Basi-
fun to have.
Basically, all of it.
extra stuff.
all of the top part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Isa, for the Lux,
Dust of Sneezing is that's only one use. That's why it's so cheap.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
Oh,
consumable.
okay.
Yeah, let's just get it. So
So-
that's 300.
Yeah. On Fight Club Isa, the luck stone is
Yeah.
Stone of Good Luck.
Stone of good luck.
Yeah.
Uh,
While this polished agate is on your person, you get plus 1.
17 plus 8 is 25 plus 150. 2650. Tama ba yung math ko? 2650.
What are we doing?
We're getting all of
Are we
it.
adding?
Calculating the top
Okay,
part.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
So let me 500 plus 300 plus 150 plus 300 plus 400. Oh wait, the 400 by the end of that.
400 for
Yung
what?
great sword plus.
Oh, yeah. Bayad na pala yan.
This Luckstone, Mask of the Beast, Twin Fan. Total is 2250.
Okay. So our 66 minus 66 minus 250.
2250. Minus 66.
66 minus 250.
4350.
4350. Okay. And then
Let's save that cash muna.
yeah, what we're planning to buy next is the 5 arrows of slaying.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wait.
5,000.
Arrows of slaying. We want what do you want? The rod of absorption.
Yeah, but that's more of a personal thing, so I have to save up.
No,
for it.
let's just writing some things we want each. Absorption.
I think Gauntlets of Flaming Fury kind of makes sense.
That's
Great
for
Sword plus. I mean,
Shivra though.
honestly, all of these kind of
We want all
we
of
want.
this.
Shivra, what do you
Let's
want?
come back
all of
after the
No, but-
tournament and see.
At least choose one. Great Sword plus 2 or the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
oh, for the future, what do the gauntlets do?
You add a flaming damage to whatever melee damage you do.
Basically, extra 1d6 per
Melee.
attack.
Oh, okay.
For your great sword, right? Or for whatever weapon you're holding.
Whatever she's holding.
Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know if you can afford it.
No, just
We'll find out.
just writing
Well,
our goals.
We'll
Yeah.
plan. The Silver
Gaunt-
Shadows just need to get stronger.
The
I want
gauntlets sound
for me.
cool.
I want the
Yeah.
either the adamantine or the +1.
Yeah, the gauntlets.
Adamantine or the +1. So that's 5,000, 15,000. Gauntlets is 10,000, and mine is 7,000. Shit. 8,000. 28,000 is our goal. To get all of those. But okay, so let's get this done. So Isa gets the Cloak of Protection, Great Sword +1, and the Luck Stone.
So, what do I have to do for attunement? Just like
We'll just
a short rest, right?
Yeah, during a short rest, you can it's like you're practicing with it, so you know how to use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, just tell me what you bought.
we bought
got
all of the top part.
Okay.
So who wants the Decanter of Endless Water? I guess I can keep it. Just I don't know what we're gonna use it for.
folding na lang yung mga non.
Yeah, but let's separate it so in case we kasi the
Okay.
way we need this is for non-combat situations. It's gonna make it interesting. I think Jong, you should keep the Dust of Sneezing and Choking
Okay.
in case you need to go stealth. Ever Smoking Bottle, do you want to hold on to that also? No, I can hold on to that or Asumedos. Asumedos na lang. You want?
Sure.
What?
Ever Smoking Bottle.
Dust.
Okay.
And then I think Jong should hold on to the Wind Fan because that can, since your range,
Full of
if
hot
somebo-
air.
if somebody gets near you, no, if that's Angelo, right? If somebody's near him, he can push them away with the Wind Fan.
Yeah, they have to make a save. So
Yeah. So
So wind fan sa akin and
The
Dust
dust
of-
of sneezing and choking.
But the
Are-
dust of sneezing is only one single
One,
use.
yeah.
it's
So,
a consumable.
RJ,
Is it a wondrous item or a potion?
Wondrous item, I think. Yeah, wondrous item. Dust of sneezing and choking.
Asumedos can keep the mask of the beast. Since
I'm
you're-
already wearing a circlet, so somebody else has to do it.
Oh, mask of the beast doesn't require attunement, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Requires or does not?
that's not.
Does not, RJ.
Okay. So I'll keep the ever smoking bottle
Yeah, and mask of
and
the beast.
mask of the beast.
So I have the decanter of endless water.
How about our Tabaxi? Shevra? What does she carry?
Oh, she got the cloak, the great sword, and the luckstone.
Okay.
So
Luxon's pretty strong.
yeah,
Yeah.
so Isa, you get +1 on your AC. You get +1
Yeah.
on your great sword damage and attack roll, and then you get +1 on skills and saving throws. Tama ba, Angelo?
Yeah.
Okay.
On all bonus checks. So
Yeah,
like
they're
a wisdom check or what?
equipped.
That's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
There we go. We're done. We'll just come back.
I
I got
sent-
3
I sent-
attunements na so I can't use any.
Yeah,
anymore.
I sent what they look like in the chat.
Ooh.
There's art there, so I'll just share everything.
Ooh, I love the mask of the beast.
Nice.
Oh, for the fan, do you prefer the folding fan or like the more Filipino one with like
Yung gawa ng
The
anahaw.
spade. the spade, like the one that
Ooh.
looks like a spade?
Why?
It's
No,
kiss the
kasi
holding it.
it's on me, so it needs to be packed. So I'll do the folding fan
Okay.
with matching sound effects.
Yeah, the thorp.
Luckstone is cute. It's a cat. And then the beast is a tiger.
Saber tooth.
It's so cool. So
Guys
cool.
are
There. And then you give the money to Donna. Donna's like a darling. Wonderful doing business with you all. It seems you are not all these poor hobos that cannot afford my wares. I knew Leander's standards weren't lowering. Do give him my regards next time. I have not seen him in ages. And then blah 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 blah. Give gold, ma. Yeah. Oh, the Cloak of Protection, up to you now how it looks like. So like just tell us next time. Unless you can think of a design now. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, everyone good for the shop?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll hope to be
Okay.
able to afford more, Miss Donna. And maybe if you have new items, send us.
Well, you
vision or
improve
something.
your station, darling. I will give you new wares if you are able to prove that you have improved yourselves. Otherwise, I will only give you the basic items for sale. And seeing how you struggled to come with the money for that, well, it seems you have much to go.
Okay, wait,
That we do.
so we sold the arcane, fire shield, and slow scroll, right? That's the only thing we sold. Sold, diba?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll check also.
I think so.
And you'll keep the money first, no? The other,
Yeah, I have the group. I have the group gold.
Yeah. Do the group.
I made
funds.
the new entry so that it doesn't.
Okay, here.
That's
You
for
sold
everything.
Arcane Eye,
Yeah. Arcane Eye.
Fire Shield,
Mm-hmm.
Slow, and Fireball.
Okay.
I think RG has fireball.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll,
so just
we'll
delete-
sell it definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Because I can't use it anyway.
Yeah. So I removed it from my fight club also. The ones that I had.
Yeah. I removed it too.
Okay.
Scroll of Charm Person. Hindi pa binenta yun.
I don't think. I think you can. Yeah.
I can use it though.
Yeah. So we didn't sell anything that we can use.
That's right. Yeah, just
I have haste and misty step also. Okay.
Oh, you
we're
have the
good.
Misty Steps? Okay.
Oh, is it with you?
I thought at first. I have Misty Steps, Hypnotic Pattern, Mirror Image. If you have the
no.
Misty Steps,
No. I think we got 2 misty step scrolls.
Ah,
Angelo, we got 2, diba? I know you. I remember you gave us 2. Let me check my notes again.
Yeah, just check it.
yeah, I think you gave 2 and
I
then you gave one.
remember getting us
You
2.
have 1 each. But if not, you can keep it. I have Mirror Image and Hypnotic
Yeah, it's
Pattern.
2. It's 2. On my list here, it's Misty Step, Malak, and Asumedos.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're good. We also have. We have some money actually to buy something, but not gonna be enough for all of the ones we want.
can keep. We'll wait until we have it all.
I have.
And you're
another-
only level 5.
What is the
Don't
Healing
worry.
Surge again? Healing Surge?
Right now, I'll turn it off first, and then
Okay.
let's gain it as the story goes. So it's not just like spontaneously available.
Okay. So I'll put it to 0.
Yeah.
But what does that do again? We're able to heal.
Like
using
on
our
on an
dice?
action, you can use hit dice to heal.
Okay. Got it. I'll make it 0.
And also any potion or spells to heal can be used as a bonus action, right?
No, just potions. You can drink
Potion.
potions as
Oh.
a
And scrolls pala, scrolls.
uh,
He said healing scrolls.
no. If the spell itself can be used as a bonus action,
Ah,
it's this
okay.
one. So
Depends
healing
on the...
word. Yeah, but if
Okay.
cure wounds is an action to do, so it's still an action to cast.
And healing search will be once a short rest, once a long rest.
Once per short rest.
Oh.
Well, technically once for any rest. Since yeah.
Okay, we good.
We are good.
Okay, so you get your she gives you like you're given like you're given your items, and you all leave through the portal. And as you leave, you feel this like familiar lurch in your stomach as you travel through this portal, and you're once again greeted in the serene gardens of the rooftop of this particular building. And as you descend, you will once again hear, see, and smell the sights of Waterdeep. And as you go down, Zrox leads you back to the carriage. But at this time, as you go to the carriage, you see a white barn owl on the roof of the carriage. And the barn owl looks at your party, and as upon seeing Zrox, takes flight and rests on Zrox's shoulders. And like Zrox doesn't really like pay much mind, but it continues to the carriage, and he opens the door for you guys, and he just goes, well, this concludes our my formal instructions by the young master, but we are able to drop you off in one other location. So where would you have this carriage go?
Wait. Tournament already?
Guys, I think we should sign up for that tournament.
Yep.
But I think we also need to buy potions.
Yeah, but
Good.
we're just signing up.
Okay. Sure.
There's someone I'm excited. Well, excited is a stretch of a word, but looking forward to seeing, in a manner of speaking.
Oh, that's true. Okay, let's
Okay.
sign up first, and then so we can see the schedule, and then we can each go our ways.
Okay, so you all go in the carriage, and then Zrox is last with the barn also on her shoulder, and he leads. If you're at the map, he leads you towards this area. Oops. here, over here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a bit far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says, and as you go, he just runs. That is the field of what do you call that? Sorry. Where is it? Here. That is the I've heard that the tournament is happening in the Field of Triumph, the biggest arena in Waterdeep, and being the biggest here, it is undoubtedly the biggest arena in the region. And yeah, and as you approach, true enough, you cross once again, you cross wards, and you notice once again the tiling of the city has changed. To this time, the tiling is more like grandiose, and like there's more intricate patterns in the floor as you travel along. And true enough, you arrive at the after a couple of minutes due to some traffic, as you are traveling through the heavy streets of Waterdeep, you finally see this huge multi-story Colosseum type structure. And then it's not your typical like circular Colosseum. Like as you see in the map, it's quite angular. And yeah, here's and I'll send it. Here's how it looks like. And then and yeah, you also notice that the main entrance of this building is a huge mouth of a lion. There, I sent the picture in the chat.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like a huge building. And yeah, Zox gives like little like fun tidbits, and he's like, oh, the foreigners believe that the mouth is said to be representative of a sea lion, the mascot for this particular award, but it's simply just a lion. And then your characters know that in this world, a sea lion is a literal
Lion.
half lion, half fish.
Mhm.
It's not the cutie, like it's a literal like lion in the sea.
Looks like my uncle.
Yeah. So yeah, actually I'll send a picture of like what a sea lion looks like in this world, but like
Something like Merlion of Singapore.
yeah, something like that. Here I'm there, it's sending in the chat. And yeah,
Ooh,
Mm.
that's
Angelo, can you lessen your mic a little bit?
oh,
Just I'm not sure if it's you or if it's me.
there.
Okay.
Shevra, so does this look like your uncle too?
Ooh.
No, not very much. Bless.
Yeah, and as you're traveling, like you got to do it for if you ask him any questions, or you're just like letting him talk, like, or yeah, he gives you like trivia about that, and he tells you like right next to Colosseum is the temple of the temple of biggest religious champions, the champion uh, champions who are crowned in the city of in the Field of Triumph are immortalized in the temple, where many warriors look upon them for inspiration. And yeah, he gives you like the basic runabout of like what's happening. And says like, oh, but I do believe it is the off season right now, so I believe adventurers are the main talent on display. But yes, here we are. And yeah, true enough, you arrive and you see the huge mouth of the lion, and you are, you go down, and like the barn owl just like flies out and is perched on top. And yeah, Zrox just looks at you. Says, "Well, if that would be all, I shall return to the manor."
Zrux, how about joining a team?
Yes, I am flattered. I do admit I have training, as is expected from my educational background. But my martial training has also been coupled with training to be the head of households. So perhaps my skills aren't as specific as what is needed to be in an adventuring group.
I had to ask. Thank you. Thank you for everything. We shall see you soon.
Because Zrok just looks at the owl. The owl just looks at Zrox, and the owl like flies away. And then Zrok says, "Okay," and then he goes back in.
What's up with the owl? I don't ask him. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you just see the owl like circling about, and yeah, you head to the Field of Triumph, and obviously you notice that you hear the sounds of construction happening inside, and you see a sign of you see a poster of a tournament, sign up, then there's an arrow.
I go to my raven and I whisper to it and say, "Fly up and just monitor if there's anyone, suspiciously following us, just in case."
And Shadow flies off also. I assume everyone follows the arrow, the arrow indicated by
The sign up, yes.
Yeah, and true enough, you're headed now to the back entrance. It's a more utilitarian. It's a more, it's a Spartan door, simple, but it does its job. But as you enter, you hear the sounds of construction are even more pronounced, and you hear shouting, you hear orders being given, and it's quite busy right now. And you see a couple of other adventuring groups also loitering about. And at the end you see a desk, and seated on the desk is a Goliath man, the typical Goliath, bald, very muscular. He looks tall, and as you approach, he looks at you. He says, another adventuring group. Yes, to sign up.
Not just any adventuring group, kind sir. The possible winners
adventuring
of
group.
this.
Yes. I'll write that one down. Possible winners. It says you're right next to the one and only, the great, the
The amazing.
the amazing, the untarnished, and the favored by the gods. And,
But can you
Yes.
place us on top of that list?
says, what's the harm? And he just puts you at the top. And says, okay. So, yes. After your adjectives, what is your actual group name?
Well, we are the Silver Shadows,
Okay, Silver Shadows. Okay.
led by our master,
And pet.
this and pet. This
Master,
young-
and then the pet is the white one.
Okay. It says, I'll put you down as leader, spokesperson, and then you writes down. And it says,
and pet.
okay. And then he looks at actually, since Asumedos are the one talking to him, he looks at you and just says, okay. So the main event is one of many that is happening tomorrow, And for this particular one will be open for a adventurers of mid-level skill, and then he looks each of you up and down, like appraising you, which I think you all could qualify. But regardless
Pose.
yes, yes, and you just hear him go over the shoulder. You see him go. You see him go over the shoulder, and and he goes like, "Hey, Yeldo, yeah, I got the third one already. You owe me 3 gold." Yes, and then he goes, thanks for that. Yeah, I'm 3 gold.
You're
richer.
welcome.
And then he says, for tomorrow, well, regardless of my discerning eye, tomorrow the challenge tomorrow will be will open with a preliminary round to sort out the adventurers and the champions. And if you qualify for the next round, which is also happening tomorrow, there will be a special arena fight where that's only open to the 6 teams who succeed in the preliminary round. So
what are the rules for the preliminary round?
As always, for this whole duration, to keep things fair between all adventuring groups, you require that no magical items will be used. If you can manipulate the arts, aka magic, you are permitted to do so, but no magic items whatsoever. We can't have a high leveling adventuring group with legendary artifacts just steamroll the competition. It's not fair and it's not exciting. We're here to see you and your skill alone, and to see if that is enough to be champion worthy, at least for this cup.
So what is the game?
Well, it will be explained tomorrow, but our mastermind has surely come up with something spectacular and entertaining for the crowd, and no doubt you will find yourself surprised by what will happen.
Okay. Guess that's all.
And of course, for your services in entertaining the city, especially during the downtime, as it's the gladiatorial seasons is off season. We are offering 2,000 gold to the champion.
That's
To the
lower
group.
than I expected.
I know, to the group, you mean, not individual.
Yes, to the group.
That's it? No items or anything?
There's no other prizes.
Yeah.
We also offer from the fortress of the tinkering house of Moradin itself a bracer that produces magical daggers. So you'll never be unarmed and never find yourself without a dagger in your
Daga
hand.
daga. All right,
Daga,
I'm
daga,
in.
daga.
I'm in.
Okay. Then, kind sir, we shall see you tomorrow.
He just nods his head and says, "If you care to, I believe if you see any competitors, well, I mean, I think they're here. But if you wish to chit chat, this space is a public space for you to use. Just no permanent damage to each other." Oh, yes, of course. And for tomorrow, each of you shall be outfitted with protection spells, sponsored by, of course, the clerics of Tempos. So, if you just to prevent unnecessary deaths, because it is much cheaper to provide protection spells than to provide resurrection ones. um, the full details of the spells shall be given tomorrow, but I think it's just your basic death ward and your basic teleportation spells. Should you be taken out of combat, you should be teleported to a safe location where you can spectate the rest of the fight. Blah 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 blah. And yeah, he goes over like the meticulous legalities of it all. Um, but obviously, I mean, the way he talks, it's like his mind is like he's just saying it out of obligation.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, basically like yeah, protection spells will be cast on you, as well as spells that may be used during combat on the discretion of the mastermind of the arena for whatever entertainment purposes
The game
he may
master.
think of. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so you all sign up. And yeah, true enough, says and oh, he also says, I mean, also to for fairness, we will be providing your weapons and ensure that the armor you have is non-magical. And yeah, you shall be fitted in your own special armor. So yeah. And he says, and of course, this is an adventuring group, and the city doesn't know you yet. As the usual gladiators here have to prove himself in the other arenas before even having the privilege of fighting in the field of triumph. As you have bypassed that to participate in this specific cup, we require each adventuring group to have their own introduction.
Ooh.
So we know what the
Ooh.
announcer will say. If
Entrance
he could,
music?
he looks at he has a stack of like documents and he starts with, he goes like yes, I think a couple of I think one of the noble houses volunteered a couple of their bards to perform. Yes, the opening ceremony shall be blah 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 blah. Yes, if you have any in mind, you may indicate. I think one of the bards is here right now, and then he looks around, says, yes, if you have, just coordinate with that gentleman. And you see like a half elf, you just see a half elf like sitting on a bench with like a couple of notes and a couple of like papers scrawled about, and like just playing a lute. Yes. And if for your armor, I think outside the blacksmith is if you have any design considerations, we may add them to the armor that we will give you, so you may look presentable in your own way. But yes, of course, as this is a gladiatorial fight, not only is it a showcase of marital and magical skill, but it is a showcase of showmanship. So yeah, if you need any help sprucing you guys up, you may use our facilities as you wish. And then like yeah, after that he just nods his head and says good day to you all, and good luck tomorrow. So yeah, so now at this point, what do you guys do?
Shall we scout potential enemies?
Wow.
Watch them warm
Maybe
up.
before we go, I'd say, sir, may I just ask who seems to be the favored winner for this particular tournament?
Who did you
Could
bet
Could you point
on?
us in that?
Who did you
Could
bet
you
on?
could you point us in that direction?
He goes, well, that's the That's the question, isn't it? The beauty of having an all foreigner, all adventuring group roster for this fight is we have no idea what their skill sets are. So
But
one really has
surely
no.
there must have been words here and there. So you probably have had some interest in looking in that direction.
Your instinct should be
Well-
better. Who did you bet on?
He says, sir, I am not a betting man.
Yes,
At least
you
not
are.
so early in the not so early in the process. If I am to throw around some coinage, it will be happening after the preliminary round. For doing now would be simply throwing throwing a set of dice and hoping it lands in one face.
Well, not if you bet on this group I heard was super awesome. They're called the Silver Shadow.
Silver Shadows.
Yes. I shall bet 1 gold on you, as every other group has also mentioned that.
Well, you did earn 3 because of us.
And that was because I knew the behaviors of certain adventuring groups. So I had prior and historical information regarding that. As to the skills of each and every one of you, I have no idea. So we shall find out tomorrow.
That you shall. You'll regret not betting more.
Sir,
Do you really? Sorry,
would,
go.
sir, would you know where the acclaimed Amon the Victor may be found in town?
Goes, Amun. Yes, where would he be? Well, it's off season now, and he's due. I think he's. Wait, I have the program here. So he looks around, papers again, and says, he's due for a speech tomorrow to open the ceremony as current champion of Waterdeep. I assume he's in the Champion's Villa in the Sea Ward. I mean, it's not really giving private information, as that is the residence of the current champion, and it switches hands every so often. Most probably he would be there.
Thank you.
Maybe Asumedos, you wanna go see the bard?
Sure.
Oh yeah, and then
I
like,
mean-
do you really wanna see if like he's already bet on someone?
Yes.
Okay, okay. From what? Yeah, roll insight first to see.
Just me?
Anyone.
Well, we can all roll inside. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh,
7.
shit.
First
7.
roll. 7.
I also got 7.
Ooh, I got 19.
There we
Plus
go.
Okay, there
7,
you go.
26.
There goes our
Very
leader.
insightful today.
Wait, your insight is +7.
No, plus 5. So,
Oh.
Shit, 24. I don't math.
I don't know.
Yeah. So who got?
Itszki.
I think everyone.
Itszki got.
Yeah. So Itszki, you notice that, like he's charming and it's with a smile. He's very sweet talking, but like beyond beyond the winking eyes, the twinkling eyes, behind them is like a person who's very much has weighed the odds just on eyeing a person up. So you would know that he has some impressions on event, like despite him saying that he'll just bet tomorrow after the first round. Seeing as he's the first person of contact in the arena, if he would have a good guess on who to bet for.
But his roll doesn't tell him
that-
who.
Yeah, of course. The role just says that this man is much more calculating than
Yeah.
his carefree demeanor.
By the way, sir,
represents.
where can we place a bet?
Does bets will be available tomorrow. At least, yeah, tomorrow they'll be roaming around, and you can give your conditions and various gold, or maybe silver or copper if gold is not your language yet, so to speak. But yes, there will be attendants roaming around tomorrow, gathering gold and offering paper where you can write your all the details you need. And if you have no other questions, and yeah, we shall. If you want to see the armor you're wearing, you may visit the blacksmith. Um, or if you want weapon modifications, at least appearance-wise, yes. But otherwise, yeah, I shall see you. I shall see your group, the Silver Shadows, tomorrow.
Do we know who we are up against in the first round? Or is it a melee free for all?
It.
Either way, we know we're gonna advance. Or like everyone else.
The preliminary round is
Surprise?
surprise.
Ooh.
You will do what adventurers do. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just
Drink
have
and
one more
eat?
one more
I think there may be
clarification
like
before we go.
beasts, and then we have to score points.
PVE.
Yeah.
I just have one more question. So you mentioned about magical items. So staffs with charges are a no-no.
No. If you are a wizard or a sorcerer or a warlock or a druid that needs to cast spells and need your equipment, we do offer standard fare arcane foci for you to use. Otherwise, you may not use your own equipment, as these may be enchanted, transfigured, and like he's listing all the legalities that would constitute a outside interference for your magical items, cannot be used. Yeah, and then it just finishes with that.
Oh well. Thank you.
And then yeah, at this point, where do you guys go?
Sure.
You should scout.
We can split
Okay.
up. We can split up. I think Itszki wants to scout the competition. You, Jay, where you wanna go?
I'm gonna go to the tavern and see what I can listen to. You coming?
Oh, listen to. That's what we're calling it nowadays.
I'll go back to the guy to the one we signed up for.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna whisper to him, is there, somewhere secret where the first rule is we don't talk about, a club where, it's just like fisticuffs.
He gives a wide smile and then like at some point pretends to be offended. And he goes, my, sir, good sir. Sir, I, an individual who is very much entrenched in the business of martial prowess, would surely not be fully aware of the full details of the venues that you have just described.
Oh, I don't know. And then I drop like 5 gold.
Says,
Are you sure?
Says, sir, I cannot believe you are bribing me. As he says, as he like pockets it, and he says that I should warn you, sir, that you should keep away from such businesses.
I know. That's why I'm
Particular-
asking. I just want to know, which places to avoid.
He just goes, if I were you, good sir, I would avoid. Wait, let me pull it up. La, 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 la. There. Uh, Surely, sir. As you're a foreigner, I would advise you not go to the friendly flounder at the dock ward.
Friendly.
Friendly
Flounder.
flounder at the
Friendly
dock
flounder.
ward.
Duckward. Duckward.
Mm.
Dockyard, Duckward.
Dock
Ward.
Ward. Oh,
Yeah,
sounds-
I'd very much avoid the corner of Adra Lane and Westral Alley. For
Corner-
such events.
corner of what?
Wastrel Alley, Wastrel, and Adder Lane, Edder. I mark it at the map as like, I make it
ED.
blue.
ED.
So
Ederley.
Adder Lane.
Ederley.
So what are these areas that are marked blue?
That's the address for you
What
know.
you don't talk
or-
about, rule. The first rule is you don't talk about it. The second rule
Ooh.
is you don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you're gonna find there, but I'd avoid it if I were you.
I am going to avoid it. Thank you very much. And okay, I'll go I'll go shopping for. So yeah, I turn around and I look at the guys and I'll just go shopping for potions, and you guys do what you guys want. We'll just meet at the yawning
Portal.
portal. Yeah.
Angela, what's the name of my criminal contact again?
Prudence.
Prudence. I love the name.
And she did give you a meetup point. Southern Ward, the Sleeping Dragon's Den.
What happened to the finding that contact Erlanther?
Yes, you can still pursue that. He is also in the Southern Ward.
Too.
Yeah.
Where
Hello.
could go to?
Yeah, actually it's here in the it's like as you
In the
enter
registration?
not in the register per se, but like it's in the building. Like this is a
Okay.
massive building, and when you return to the Goliath, he says, "True enough, there are facilities for you to, practice and warm up before the actual fight." And like he tells you to go, downstairs to like a basement level, and as when you follow, do you go there now?
Yeah, but we're splitting up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'll stay
as you
with
go,
you.
yeah,
I told
as
the
you
team,
go down,
like, while you guys are dicking off, I will be researching our opponents and warming up myself.
yeah, and as you go down, as you go down in like a basement level, you see that it is very much like an expansive level, and there is like a dedicated like a sparring area, an open area, and to the other side of this huge basement room, there's this like there's like archery practice, and you see like it's very much like the medieval version of like the Hunger Games like training room. Yeah, but like you take that functionality and make it like medieval, and you see a couple of adventuring groups going around. You see a couple of adventurers like you know practicing and whatnot. And actually, you do notice a familiar group. The one you met in the Yawning Tavern, the Goliath female with the elf and the dwarf and the half orc, which you unceremoniously turned away when they said that, oh, they're here for friends. And they see you and it's like, oh my god, it's you. Then you see this Goliath, like happy to see you. It's like, of course you would sign up as well. It's like, hello, adventurer. Yeah, you do.
I just say it's like, well, I will turn on my my research hat and I say, all right, I remember you guys from the Yawning Tavern. Have you been
Portal,
have you
Yawning
been-
Portal.
Yawning Portal? Have you been in this training area for a while? Who do you think? Who are you guys eyeing to be successful in this tournament?
Oh, and then like the Goliath woman and still just continues. She's the one like taking point, and and then she just goes, oh, at this point we're really just focused on our own skills and improving ourselves.
Then I turn away. Then not even let them finish and then just turn away.
And like completely unfazed, she just goes, well, if that's all, like, bye, adventurer.
If they end up winning, I'm gonna be pissed.
Like, I didn't get your name, but like, it was nice to see you again. Hopefully, we'll see ourselves
Walking
tomorrow.
away
after the
already.
Good luck.
Stealthily
And
walking
then,
away.
He's
I
so
see you,
nice.
And yeah, you see a couple of figures hiding in the shadows. But like, I mean, like, you can see them obviously. It was just like lurking in like the corner, looking all broody and and at the far side on one of the bench, you see like 4 like automatons. And then you see a rock gnome with like the stereotypical rock gnome features, the pointed ears, and then he has these huge goggles, and he's like tinkering with them. And and you see like a couple of like you see a group actually practicing in the sparring field, being headed by a fire genasi, and who's like sparring with like a red-headed male, and they're like,
Oh, thank God it's a
they're
male.
like they're shouting at each other, and then just like and then like they're just fighting. So like, who do you approach if ever, or like what do you do?
I just want to scan the room and see who seems to be. Can I do like just like an insight check or a perception to just feel out who is the most skilled
Threatening.
in the field?
Okay, so let's say you will dedicate like an hour of seeing the combatants and like seeing like what they've practiced and how you think it'll go. Okay, so roll me an insight.
And sometimes you can see also how people move. Like
6 plus 5, 13. Oh no, 11. 11. 11.
11.
I
Okay.
don't do math.
I don't do math.
So yeah, as you look around, it's like their fighting styles are quite different from yours and the rest of your group, the Silver Shadows. So you're able to get some sense of like, you see like the fire genasi with like the guy with the red hair as they're fighting. After a while, you notice that they seem to be in the same like group, and from there you get like very basic details. Like you feel that their combat is very much like melee based. Like you don't see much ranged weapons, and you see the others like you see the gnome still tinkering, but like throughout the hour, the basic for this particular hour, the gist that you've got is it seems that the group of the Goliath woman seems to be the most well-rounded.
Shit. Ooh. Shit. It's like, oops. Oops.
Buy them a drink.
It's like shit. It's like shit. I made a mistake there.
So yeah, unfortunately you weren't able to get like specific battle tactics, but you get the sense that this the Goliath Women's group is the most like versatile, so to speak, and well-rounded.
I tell myself, all right, never judge a book by its very talkative cover.
So yeah, after the hour, do you still continue like surveying the area, or like you call it, or like
I'll just because it's the first day anyway, so I figured like I get a good I'll come back again.
Oh, but the tournament's tomorrow.
Oh, so no, yeah, I'll take a little break and then walk around and then come back if there's a new set of people warming up. Come back.
Okay. So like, do you leave the arena and like loiter in the city and then come
Yeah.
back like in an hour or two, or okay?
Yes.
So you leave and then you take a walk around. But like for there, let's jump to, I think Shevra, I believe you are. What do you want to do now?
I'm gonna go look for. Like, I got information about the contact, right? Leos and Erlanther.
Yeah, you got the address, but like now you
Okay.
have like actually now you have 2 leads. Like, do you want to go with the Amon lead or this one?
She didn't say yet how she knows Amon, right?
Yeah, I
not
didn't
yet.
mention.
Yeah.
I'll go visit Amon first. I'll look for him.
Okay, so it's not you don't know where it is, but you do know where to go.
Yeah. Just the general area.
Yeah, you do know the C ward. So in the map, it's upper west, northwest section of the city. It's quite close actually, and you see like I see one of the city guard. Actually, which type of person would Shevra ask? Like, you see like dung sweepers, you see guards, and then overhead you see like the Griffin cavalry making rounds. Like, which type of individual would she be inclined to ask for directions?
She'd go to the guards.
Okay, so you approach like 2 guards. You see like a tiefling woman with like a dwarven male. They seem to be like they're the partners for this particular like section. And then as you approach, the tiefling just looks at you and just says, "Yes, ma'am. Do you require assistance?"
I'm in search of an address of someone I'm looking for. Would you know where the home of Amon the Victor may be? I have business with him.
Is this formal business or a personal one?
Familial.
Ooh.
It says, and then she goes like, although the Champion's Villa is a public address, well, there are guards, and then the dwarf just goes, well, there are guards there anyway. They can handle it. And then, true enough, the tiefling relents and says, yes, you may find him here. And then she gives you like the general direction. True enough, it's the villa. It's just like, it's the first villa in Grimwald's Way and Street of Whispers. I marked it in the map. I marked it blue.
Okay, so
Yeah,
she thanks them and starts heading to that location.
Yeah, it's like, since you're walking now, you like really take in the sounds. Actually, you're not even like, this is like, isn't even like the full Waterdeep experience. As you look around, the houses here, unlike the north ward, the houses here, like, they like to show off a bit, and sometimes they like to show off too much, that like it's a little excessive. Like, the houses of the north ward are very much like you know,
Look at me. Look at me.
elegance, elegance elegant and like subdued. Like they whisper that they're wealthy. This one is like, oh, look at me. I have gold. Like I have gold leaf in my, um, my fences and whatnot. It's very, yeah, yeah. It can be too much, but yeah. After a while, let's say like after like 30-40 minutes of walking, um, you reach the address, and sure enough, you see the villa with like the crest of you see the crest, the holy symbol of the god Tempos, uh, and you see the crest of like the symbol of the sea ward, which is like the sea lion. And yeah, there's like a guard station there at the gate. And yeah, what do you do?
She goes up to the guards and says, "Hello. May I request is Amon home?"
The guards look at each other and just says, even if he was, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's any of your business, ma'am.
Can you tell him that his sister Shevra is in town and looking for him?
The, they look at each other and they say, and then one of them is like, they do look alike. Because like, it's kind of, you don't say that. And it's like, what?
They all look the same.
She's like, one of them's like a bit exasperated at that. And then they talk a while and just like, make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Just like it's like what yeah.
16 plus 17.
Okay. So they look at each other and then look back at you and look at each other again, look back at you. Just okay, I'll ask first. Like, stay here, ma'am, and we'll get
She
to it.
nods.
Okay, and then like you wait for like 5 minutes, and yeah, after the 5 minutes, you hear the footman approach again, but behind you hear another set of movement, and as you turn, you see, true enough, in front of you is Amun the victor. But as to you, it is just Amun, the elder brother. And he sees you, his arms stretched, and he goes, "Ah, sister, I did not know you're visiting town.
Brother.
It seems you have finally graduated from the dojo and
It's been a long
was finally
time.
let loose by mother and father. Come in. And I'm like, yeah, true enough, you're led inside. And like he's wearing like like you feel he's gone a little bit too local Waterdeep wise. Like his outfit's a little bit too loud. And a little bit like he's slightly showing off. And like that's not particularly the vibe of your family, but like you haven't seen him for quite some time.
He's been
This is a very impressive place you have. Very you.
It says, well, of course, it is a place of champions. Usually this place is only for the champion of Waterdeep. But since I've managed to win a couple of seasons back to back, I feel it's my personal home instead. But yes, come in. I have made myself comfortable, and yeah, just usually the interiors match the exterior na. Like it's a bit too much. But yes, sorry, you were saying something.
Mother and father have been missing you back at home.
He goes, well, as you see, I've been making business here, and it seems to be working. So if they have any qualms, or are you here instead to act as their messenger? What do they need of me? If they need anything from me at all?
Currently, there's the threat of frost giants in the north attacking Icewind Dale. couple of the members of the dojo have been sent to deal with the threat.
Says, yes. Uh,
Just news.
yes. Quite disturbing news. Come, let us have a light snack.
Your brother,
Roll me inside. Roll me inside.
Yes.
your brother lives in a mansion and we're paying 52 silver pieces a night. Itszki's gonna freak.
I got 19.
The way you presented the news, I don't know. It felt like your brother jumped to the next topic a little bit too fast.
Oh.
So how has life been treating you?
He
What's
just-
changed?
he-
What's changed since we've last met?
he just he he stretches his arms with the indication of you to look around, and yeah, you see this gaudy villa, and then it says, well, what's changed is I am now in a residence that is, as of now, is my own, but what has not changed is the fact that I am the champion gladiator of this city. And if the gods allow, I shall continue to do so.
Everything you've ever dreamed of. Once you're at the top, is there any place to go but down?
It says, do you think you may best me, sister?
Well, I am competing in the tourney tomorrow. We'll see.
Yes, the Tyro Cup. Yes. I once thought it meant Tiger Cub because it meant new and green adventurers. While adventuring lot pose themselves to be martially adept, they're not gladiators, so that is why they have their own little tournament. But if you are in time to see the actual gladiatorial season, I would invite you to do so.
I have myself my own adventuring group as of now. Yes, the Silver Shadows is what we're called.
Yes.
I met them in the town of Tribor while it was under attack by fire giants and many other beings.
Yes. But regarding the tournament tomorrow, I assume you are well equipped with the pacing of being a gladiator.
Yes.
Looks at you and says, "The fight tomorrow shall last the whole day, and you will find yourselves in the arena for most of it. Are you sure do you possess the skill and the technique to pace yourself? Does your adventuring group have that skill?"
They seem like the type. They've gone through a lot before they met me. Horrors that I can't imagine for myself.
And he goes, "I guess you are the new one in the group.
Yes.
I bet they treat you like the litter, the smallest in the litter."
So far, I wouldn't say they're very close to each other. They're drawn together more by necessity than bonds. So far.
That's the case. I shall teach you something. Since this seems to be a more transactional behavior, you have to insert yourself as the one who provides the most value. I will not have a sister of mine be looked at as the least contributing member. I simply refuse to be related to that sort of individual.
She scoffs. Of course, I'm gonna be proving my worth.
You better. I want that daga.
Yeah, you just hear Itszki's voice. It's like it's like those like anime, like he has hearts in his eyes and he sees his dagger. It's like but yes, Just, but yeah, he just looks at you and says, um, just glad at some point in a gladiator's career, they're taught they're taught this skill to give themselves, to be more mindful during a fight, and it served us well. And coupled with, if you remember, I assume you remember, um, the breathing technique Father taught us during our sparring fights.
Mhm.
Well, well, uh, it's been taught in most of the adventures here that if you can, how would Father say it? So, if you can, if you can find the if you can find the stillness in the eye of the storm, um, that calmness can strengthen you as you get out of it. He's very clumsy saying it, but like, you get the sentiment and you remember your father saying it much more eloquently. Like, this, it's like another sign that he's been far away from home too much.
Yes, he put it very beautifully. I remember.
Yes, yeah. And then he brushes it off. It says, yeah, and then sure enough, like, the meal arrives and like he says, "Eat. I shall teach it to you after. Hopefully, you can teach it to them, so they may find value in you. If uh, if mother and father want each of their children to be champions at something, and I doubt you much could be a champion of any great city, perhaps you can start by being a champion to this small group you have."
I'm going to do my best.
Yes, your best. And yeah, you start, eating, and like, do you ask him anything during, or like what would the conversation, how will the conversation go?
I'll ask if I'll ask about the people he's met and what he's learned from being here in Waterdeep.
Yeah. Yeah, he says he's learned. As for people, he tells like different sort of stories about like fellow gladiators, fellow warriors. That's the type of stories that you would have expected from him, as you are a family of warriors. But at some point, the conversation like pivots, and now he's talking to the more of like the bureaucratic side and the politicking of gladiators.
Oh, he's sold
You know.
out. The sellout. Is he
Like-
like advertising now? Coke.
Like, he tells you about the balancing act of like the managers and the expectations, and like the money coming in, that sort of thing, the whole balancing act. And then yeah, true enough, the politics of it all. And like, he goes like, and I assume from our family background that it is inevitable that gambling be an issue that seeps into our profession.
You've had a problem with that?
Just not particularly, or at least nothing that hasn't been brought to my attention. I am still the champion as it is expected from our family. But I would not be surprised if any of the smaller leagues had the issue of throwing fights.
What are your plans for the future?
For this whole conversation, like, he's taken the most lead of it all. But like now, like he stopped. Yeah, now you sense like a slight hesitation as he says, and he goes, "Shall continue acting as Waterdeep's champion. If once the new season arrives, no doubt I'll be fighting it again. We'll see from there."
What if you lose?
It's not. Let's not speculate on things that don't happen.
Are you happy here with what you have? Or do you still want more?
I am the champion, and he leaves it at
Is
that.
there more to want?
For now, maybe not, but we'll see. If there is a goal, I shall pursue it, and but for now, I'm content here.
Have any of our siblings been in town or passed through? You've met them.
Not that I've heard. Not that I've heard. If they knew, they simply did not put in the effort to find me. I assume no one told you where I live, so I assume you made the slight effort to ask around.
Mm-hmm.
If there are others and if you find them, perhaps you can ask them if they drop by here. This is a big city, and for most foreigners, the champion of Waterdeep isn't a topic that comes immediately when one is here just for shopping for supplies and staying for a night or two.
I'll remember your address.
It says, remember it for a long time. I doubt I'm leaving it anytime soon.
Do you think you're
And
ever
yeah,
gonna come? Do you think you're
let's see what the future holds. When you look at him, like he's you feel he wants to say more, but like after a while he just stops and like he just leaves it at that.
there's something you want to say?
No, not particularly. Perhaps I will say if you do not learn my technique, there is a chance you will lose tomorrow. So I hope you've improved, little sister. And I hope your friends are fast learners. And yeah. Come, I shall teach you this. Then, yeah, you spend the rest of the afternoon and you are taught the healing surge ability.
Okay.
It's up to you if you're going to teach them. I will not allow anyone else to use it except you. Your brother master the technique, but yeah, when you teach it to them, it's up to you like what the fluff is, what the RP is.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, yeah, let's leave it at that. Yeah, so that's the rest of your afternoon. Yeah. I'll just go for a CR real quick and then I'll be
Go,
back.
go.
Yeah, Asumedos, I think you are your contact is in the southern ward.
On the lower right of the map.
Yeah.
Okay, so I head down to the southern ward. Ah, there. Okay.
Wait, Aldrin. Okay, so you are in these um so yeah, you know where to go, but like how do you go about it? Do you ask directions or do you like just like roam around and look at the signs?
I roam around and look at the signs. I try
Okay,
to
roll
keep
me.
myself.
Okay, roll me a perception or investigation, your choice.
Okay, let me check which one's higher, which I doubt if there's anything of them higher. Perception or investigation are the same. They're just +2. Let's see. 14 +2, 16.
Okay. It takes you like a while. With your roaming, like you're generally like I assume you're like just taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'll say like it takes you like an hour to find, like, and you see at one of the backs, one of the
Oh,
like the side
but I
streets. You
also
see,
on the way, if there are any
Yeah.
food stalls, I'll like grab some food to go.
yeah,
Good for enough
any
for like
food, but good for two.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah. But you're going to a tavern, so if ever, like, if
Oh,
your intent was
okay.
like to share food, yeah.
Yeah, share food. Yeah, I can order there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Or is there any trinket that I can find? You know, any semi-precious trinket as a little gift? Because I think I'll be passing a market.
Oh, this place is very chaotic, and there's lots of people, and you see like a multitude of like different architectural styles, and
Mm.
it is immediately noticeable like this part of the city this is where most of like the expats stay. So like the food here is very there's many different types of food. There's many different types of like um decor, and you find like a stall. You find like a small stall that sells like these little trinkets. Um, like what you want? Just want a gift? Like
Yeah, just a simple gift, like a bracelet.
Okay, so yeah, you buy like this like wonderfully like beaded bracelet, colorful bracelet, from a individual that has come from Troll. It's like uh it's like a southern island far to
Mhm.
the south. Um, and yeah, I see it's beaded, and you see like um you see and she will like in every other bead you notice like there's this like simple like uh design of like a dinosaur and like it
Okay.
continues as so
How much would
yeah so
that
you buy
cost me?
I'd say like five, so 5 silver.
Okay. Okay. I'll buy that.
Yeah, and it takes you like around an hour and a half until you find it in yeah taverns here. And
Where?
yeah,
Oh,
true.
what's there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where the tavern is. And true enough, you do find the sign painted on the wall, the sleeping dragon.
Sleeping dragon.
The sleeping dragon's den. And yeah, what do you you go in and you notice like since this is like in the afternoon, just in the afternoon, the crowds there's like a number of people are partaking in meals and drinks, but it's not yet full yet. Seeing the area behind you, it seems like everyone's still in their jobs and whatnot, so they're not yet out. But yeah, what do you do?
Well, I go into the corners of the pub and I try to look for the dimmest, the corner with the dimmest light, the table with the
Okay.
dimmest light, and I'll just assume that I'll probably find Prudence there. If she's
Okay.
there.
Yeah. So you find so yeah, the tavern, this tavern is made with like peach alabaster with peach walls, and there's like dim lighting, and like there's no windows per se, but the sources of light come from higher up the ceiling. And it's very easy to find like a dim spot, but you situate yourself at the corner where you're able to look and um see the whole tavern. um and you wait, you just wait for her to
No, I sit
arrive, or
there. No, I sit down and then I call for an order.
yeah,
I'll
okay,
immediately order 2 mugs of ale
okay,
and some light snacks.
okay. So I'll put everything in like 8 silver for the whole thing.
Sure.
I no, 8 copper, 8 copper.
8 copper. Okay. So I already have two mugs of ale and then some light snacks, which could look like French fries
Yeah.
or something. And then I'll wait for the order to arrive.
As it's arriving, what do you do? Or like do you really just wait and you'll just
No, I will ask. I will go to the waiter or the server, and I'll slip in 5 silver. Or no, I'll slip in a gold piece. I'll give them a gold piece and say,
Okay.
by any chance you've seen another tiefling just like me, but a female, goes by the name Prudence?
It says, yeah. You give your coin to like a half elf female, and she takes it and she says, if I see Prudence, I'll send her your way. If that's what you want.
Then I give her another gold piece and say, if she is currently here, I would appreciate if you could invite her to join me while this delicious ale is still cold.
So, very well. And she doesn't leave just yet. She's like, I can take another request for another gold.
Now, what kind of request might that be? I could give you
Well-
more than that. Maybe tell me what you know, or what information you feel would be very useful for me. Let me think. Since I'm waiting for Prudence, why don't I give you another 2 gold pieces if you can tell me what you know about the other adventurers who are participating in the tournament tomorrow. Surely you must have heard something.
I just know that adventurers are here and they're going to the tournament. But for the specifics, unfortunately, I'm not privy to that information. Perhaps if you chose a tavern closer to at the Seaward, you might have more information that you would want. But if you're interested, and then since you've been there, the Colosseum is in the Seaward.
Yeah.
And then, but she says, but if you're interested in news outside the city, this is the section of immigrants.
Maybe if I can give you an extra 2 gold pieces, you could let me know if you've heard of any interesting adventures or ways to make extra gold so I can share with you.
Hmm. She takes it. Do you give her like a gold or like you wait for her to give?
No, I gave her 2 gold right away.
Okay. She takes their 2 gold and she says, what have I heard recently? Well,
Then I
sir,
slip one. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. She just says, what have I heard recently?
Then I slip in another gold piece. Yes. go on.
Spender.
I know, right?
It's like, oh,
Di pa nga naghahagal eh.
I just wanted quickly.
She takes it and smiles and she says, well, I've heard that in Morbrin's Shield, it's a small quaint village up in the north.
Sorry, what's this called?
Morbrin's Shield. Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
post it in.
Okay.
In Morbrin's Shield recently, a couple of fire giants passed by the village.
Ooh.
That would be newsworthy to some, but the real kicker here is that they didn't take anything, and then they just passed through and didn't even give the village a second glance.
Interesting.
I'm sure
Would you
it
have known
sounds...
if they were? Would you have known if they were carrying anything heavy, anything suspicious?
It just gives you a smile.
And then I slip the extra gold piece.
And then she takes it, and she says, "No, I haven't heard."
Dum.
So, where's this located? North of?
Northern.
North. Oh wait, that's another map.
Oh, so it's okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just put
I
it
can
to
share
the north.
after. I can share after. Like I'll share after. I'll share
No
after.
worries.
Okay, that's quite interesting indeed. Thank you. Now, if you would be so kind to call Prudence.
Yeah, and
Yes.
actually,
Go ahead.
yeah. And then as she leaves, wait, roll me perception first.
12 plus 2, 14.
14. Yeah, she leaves, and you see her go to like the back room, like behind the counter, and after a while, you see your friend, your old friend Prudence, pop up, and you remember her as you remember her before. She's a purple tiefling, and what's different about her is like the whites of her eyes are actually black, and her eye color is like neon blue, and her horns are ones that like they circle like a ram's horn.
Or like mine, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah. And she sees you, and she goes like, "Oh, Asumedos, it's been a time, dear." And then she saunters over and sits down in front of you, and she says, "I see you followed me to the city of splendor."
That I have. Perhaps you would know why I'm here.
He says, "Are you willing to give gold?"
I give her 20 gold.
She takes it, and then she looks at it, and then she looks back at you a little disappointed, and then she returns it.
But then,
And then
By
she
the
goes,
time
and then-
she grabs it, right?
yeah, she
As she
grabs it.
grabs it, can I try something with sleight of hand?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh,
So
yeah,
as she
what?
grabs it, I'm also gonna put on the bracelet on her.
Okay.
The bracelet?
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Dang it. 6 plus 3. 9.
Yeah, she takes it. And you in your head, you're like, there's a suave movement of like you reach over and it like you manage to like, put it in her wrist as but it's a lot more clumsy in action. She takes it. It's in her hand. You do the action. It's very clumsy. She looks at it. She looks at you. She looks at it again, and she pouts a little. And she goes, "I appreciate the gesture." And then she returns the 20 gold and says, "Don't give money until you're sure of what you're gonna get."
Oh no, but it was something that I owe you from all the teachings you've given me. But seeing that I'm still clumsy with my hands, I haven't really been practicing it as you advised.
Yes, and for that I will take it then. And then she gets the 20 gold.
No, that's fine. I really planned to do that.
No. Yes. As you say, and then she takes it, pockets it, and just says, word of advice, try not to be known as being loose with your coin purse. It attracts unwanted attention.
Well, if that unwanted attention would get me information I need for what happened to my mother and wife, then I welcome it.
I see you're still in your suicidal tendencies. But very well, if you're seeking a short life, I shall not stop you from doing it. But what brings you here, little Asumedos? Quite a big
Well-
city from a little villager boy like you.
Well, I joined a group. Surprise, surprise. I met the group of
Sorry.
adventurers.
And I assume going around town, getting a quest, killing some monsters, and going back for gold to be split with your adventuring group.
Oh, pretty much. We're also joining the Tyro Cup, which will happen tomorrow.
Good luck then.
Thank you. But
That's always exciting.
oh, you could
Yeah, there's
watch
nothing
us
to in her
from
eye.
join us, watch us, and maybe bet on us or against us. Up to you.
She goes, if I can sneak in, I don't want to waste money on a ticket.
I suppose. Unless you want to join us as part of our group.
She laughs.
Who knows? You might
I've
need
made a
skill
living
set
of
like
being
that.
unnoticed. I do not want to step into a gladiatorial ring and show off my abilities.
Fair enough. But Prudence, I am in need of. Well, there are a few things I'd like to know. Well, one, I'm still searching for what happened to my family. If you hear of anything that could lead me to solving this, that would really be great. I would be eternally grateful.
Well, I'll keep my eye. I'll look around.
Thank you. There
It'll
is
take some time though. I'll tell you that now.
well, it's better than not having a lead.
But true.
There is but another thing. As we were traveling, I actually came from the town of Tribor, which was, I'm sure you've heard, recently attacked by a horde of Yuan-Tis and fire giants. I'm quite curious as to what's in play there.
Says, well, your guess is as good as mine. I usually keep my affairs to beings of my own size.
It makes it simpler, doesn't it?
Mm. Besides, I'm not an adventurer like you, so I assume you'll work that out on your own. And I'm sure you have your own leads that you just have to pull through.
That's true. But I love the network that you have and created. It's usually faster with a with a
A little.
network like yours, with a little help from whispers here and there. I assume you'll be staying in Waterdeep for a much longer time.
Yes, I've grown quite accustomed to the city, and there are lots of whispers here if you know where to listen.
If in any case there's a whisper that would lead to a good big payout, perhaps I could split that reward with you.
Ah, mm, I've heard there's a criminal on the loose and is wanted by the Mirabar dwarves.
Interesting. What are the details of this criminal?
Criminal is be as the criminal is called Weevil.
Weasel.
Weevil.
Weevil. Interesting. And he is wanted for
I don't know, but he's wanted. But what is interesting is Mirabar is willing to collect the reward for his live capture. Live, unfortunately. Mirabar is willing to pay 6,000 gold for his collection.
Ooh, bigger than the tournament.
That is a very tempting reward. Have you heard of any possible areas to look for him?
Last I heard, he was laying low at the small village near Santharl's Keep. Oh, post that in the chat. Yeah, there.
And for this information, how much will that cost me?
This one's for free.
Love free.
Thank you, Prudence. Shall we do a quick cheers? I did get you this. Yeah.
No, you've paid for it, so why not?
Are you hungry? Perhaps we can order some food.
Yeah, she goes.
I think I know where this is going.
It's information is what we're calling it right now.
Yeah.
She goes. No, let's eat this and take a walk.
Okay.
But I'm not there.
And as you eat, you all go for the walk. And as you walk, she actually grabs your arm and goes
Mhm.
close to you, hugs you, and she goes, well, I hope you're not as deaf as you are clumsy, because all it takes is to listen to your surroundings to gather up bits and pieces of information. And as you walk, you're in the hustle and the bustle of the city, and as you're walking around, the sun's going down, and
I'll
yeah.
keep my hand I'll keep my eye and hand or focus on my backpack and my coin purse. But just being ready.
Okay. And she leans closer to you and she just goes, all you have to do is listen. and at some see that one's a bit angry, so you just she tells you where to listen and how, like, she tells where to listen so you're able to focus your senses on it, but like yeah you but yeah, true enough, you hear, like, thanks to her guidance, you do hear what they're talking about, and you just hear like you just hear this dwarven woman just goes, oh, the city watch here, they're not like the dwarves back at home. They're just offer them gold. They're all corrupt anyway, and they seem to put high value in gold. Like, we have, don't worry about it. Just give them if it can avoid you the trouble. And as as she expertly gets you closer to there, she also expertly leads you out, and she goes like, see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Certainly cheaper than 1 gold.
That is true. I still have a lot to learn from you, Prudence.
What's your perception score?
Only +2.
22?
No, only +2. Perception is a +2.
Okay. As you walk around, you're in a plaza. Yeah, you now you enter like one of like a plaza area, and she lets go of you and see. So just learn to take in the environment. As she turns to you as she walks backwards, and she goes, so just remember to open your senses and listen here and there, and be aware of what's happening around you. And before she turns, she says, here, you drop this. And she throws the coin purse back at you. But as you look towards her, as you look in her direction, as you're getting distracted by the coin purse, you can't find her anymore. As she joins the huge crowd of the plaza.
I stand there holding the coin purse in my hand, not shaking my head. Classic Prudence.
And as night falls, Malak. Unfortunately, the whole day, the dock ward is like a maze, and it takes you the majority of your day to find this tavern. And after a while, you do find it, and there's like the only real marker of it is like this old. It's like the sign isn't even like, the sign would usually be like one of those like hanging signs, but now it's on the ground, just leaning against the door, and they haven't bothered putting it up anymore.
Before this, can I? Is it okay if I gave Asumedos the bag of holding for safekeeping? Because I know I was gonna go to an unsavory place. I didn't want to bring it.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Or if not, Asumedos, maybe you could have given it his rocks and just tell him to give it to your choice.
Yeah, as long as it's safe. Anywhere, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. No, where would you prefer? There, let's put it out.
I'll just give it to Asumedos to be safe. I don't know whose rocks.
Okay. So yeah, you arrive, and as you arrive, it kind of getting quite dark already. It took you a while to get here, as you are indeed lost. As the dockwards, you notice that this part of the city seems to be the most
unsavory,
ramshackled, and unsavory. Like, the tiles here have been weathered and have not been not repaired. And you notice actually that some of the lanterns aren't lit, and you notice like in the lanterns that weren't lit, you notice like it seems that it's unusually clean, the lanterns, and it would indicate that people are stealing the candles before they can even drop the oil, the melted wax. Um, but yes, you open to a very simple tavern. It's rowdy, like the chairs are made of like old wood. It's rickety, and the place is lit by like low hanging like lanterns, and yeah, it's very rundown. So yeah, where do you go?
I go to the bar, to the bartender.
Mm. Yeah, and
Uh,
you see at the bartender, you see at the bar being tending to it is a turtle.
a what?
And he's slowly pour a turtle.
Turtle.
It's it's an anthropomorphic turtle.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I'm seeing it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just go up and I say, my good sir, I heard this is the place for some unspoken competition.
He looks at you and just goes. And where did you hear that?
And then I slide him one gold piece. Does this really matter?
He goes, free gold. Yeah, he takes it. He takes it and goes. And it just goes. And what would you do in these unmentionable festivities?
One would like to play, compete, and dish champagne.
Says competition ain't free. Soft skin. How
How
much are
much?
you wagering?
Oh, on myself? Is that how it goes?
It says throw in some gold in the pot.
Oh, and the winner takes all.
Last one. Winner gets it. Winner gets the whole
Winner
thing.
gets all. Okay, I'll throw in 10 gold.
He looks at it. He studies each. Make sure makes sure it's real. And it says go through there. And as he counts it, and you go through the door, and as you go through it, it's like a hallway, and as you see like there's a stairs leading down, and as you go down, it's quite dark, but you have dark vision, so whatever. As you go down, you go down like a bunch of stairs, but and as you go down, you hear loud voices, louder and louder and louder,
First rule of
cheers
Fight Club.
and jeers and all that, until eventually you are in this like square chamber with lots of people cheering, and at the middle you see just like a half orc woman just beating a guy close to death. And
Ooh.
everyone's like, ah.
Isa, have you
And
seen
the
Fight
guy-
Club?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh my god.
Too young.
Too young.
I have to watch it. Okay, anyways, okay,
Yeah,
so I go in.
I will.
I watch first. Yeah, is it finished? Is the vote finished? I want to watch first.
Oh well, not yet. Like, so this half orc's trying to beat this guy up, and like basically the half orc's like straddling the guy's on the floor, and she's straggling as she's like beating it up. But like the guy like pushes his hips upward, which causes the half orc to like jump a little, and the guy uses that momentary momentum to like quickly get on his feet and tackle doing a reverse on this like half orc, and like the fight continues on. And you see blows, and like everyone just goes wild as this is all happening. But yeah, eventually let's see. But eventually this guy lands a really good like uh, left hook to the jaw of this half orc, and everyone falls silent a little bit as this half orc falls to the ground, and as she can't get up anymore, the whole crowd cheers as this guy is pronounced the winner for this round. Yeah.
Yeah, I just soak it all in.
Okay, so okay, so you see another after a while, let's say you've watched like 2 to 3 more bouts, and after a while you see the turtle go in and talk to a small halfling, and the halfling looks at you as you're talking, and as the turtle leaves, and the halfling looks at you and he goes, you're next. And the halfling, when the halfling looks at you, you're next, and she goes, okay, no weapons, no magic, no funny business.
Oh, I keep my armor on.
He goes, he goes, this is for fisticuffs and hand fighting only. Don't need your stupid armor.
So no sword, no shield, no plate armor. Ring of protection, can I keep that?
No.
No? Damn, my AC's down to 12.
Oh no. We're doing Fight Club rules.
So what do you mean? So no AC. No, don't worry about AC.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
These are skill checks. This will be skill checks.
Okay, how can I?
Yeah.
Is there a way to make sure that I'm not gonna be afraid my equipment's not gonna be fucked and stolen? Like there should be like unspoken rule here, right? This is because we're here for fighting, so people should be.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like,
sure.
You know. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, I take off my mask, take off my armor. I stretch about.
And yeah, your first bout begins, and you are facing against a Earth Genasi. It's bald, and you see his skin is made out of like crystal-like material. Also wearing just like plain clothes and looking directly at you with like with a boxing position ready. So for this first round, you have to make me an athletics check.
No, before that I reach my hand out. I say Malak.
Okay. He takes it, he shakes your hand, and wait, let me just pull up a name. Genasi. Here we go.
Triple H.
And shakes his hand, it goes Moonstone.
Moonstone. And I give him a nod and a face like it's like saying that, this is not personal. Moonstone?
Yeah.
Moonstone. Okay.
Okay. First roll. Roll me an athletics check.
Shit. 10. Oh, 11. 5 plus 6.
Okay. Ooh. Isa's not here. RJ and Jong, roll me a d10 each.
Fuck.
I think what 10 is. Is this a 10?
Yes.
Five-sided top on the 8,
Oh, okay.
I got an 8.
Got a 5.
13. Lisa's back.
Oh, the next round. Let's rotate. What did you want to do for your first opening move?
Oh, opening move?
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't want to strike first.
Okay.
I have out the crowd. I
Unfortunately-
go. I go like that.
Unfortunately, you felt the moment a little bit too long, and you're completely unaware as Moonstone just punches you right at the face. You're thrown back, and like there's no
Dead.
and like you there's like yeah, drips of blood start coming out from your nose in this like powerful opening hit by Moonstone. Unfortunately, the first strike goes to him. Okay, let's generate the first. Isa and RJ, roll me another d10.
Five,
2.
7.
5.
Okay, roll me a acrobatics check.
Me?
Or you can roll an attack roll.
Straight D20, no plus, right? Or plus 6 pala
No,
on arm strike?
Yeah, attack roll is your strength plus proficiency.
So 6, yeah, plus 6. Yeah, that's higher than my acrobatics, so I'll go with the plus 6.
Yeah. Mm.
Fucking shit, 10. 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay, what do you want? Oh my god, what did you want to do?
Me, I'm gonna slap him in the face.
Unfortunately, as you try to slap him on the face, he expertly dodges and immediately
slaps you.
does he does a 1-2 until realizing you were stunned quite a bit. And just to add insult to injury, just backhands you, and the crowd goes like ooh, as that powerful blow echoes throughout this chamber. You're not looking so good.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Next roll.
Me or them first?
Oh, yes. So 1, 2. So Isa and Jong, roll me a d10, please.
I got a 9.
3.
Okay. Roll me a constitution check.
So D20 plus saving throw?
No,
Ability?
your modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, plus 2. D20. That's CHUBAX.
11.
And
11.
then you can add d10.
D10. 5. 16?
Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh no. Isa got, what did you get, Isa?
I got 3.
3, and Jong, you got
9.
9.
wait, what's that? 3 plus 9, 12.
12.
Okay. And then Malak, what did you get?
16.
16. Unfortunately, you brace for an attack, but Moonstone is just too fast. And you are again once dealt a devastating blow that knocks you off your feet, and you find yourself on the ground.
Okay.
At this point, do you want to continue fighting?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you get up. You get up, very much damaged, but once again, roll me an athletics check.
11 again. Oh, 12.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Jong and RJ, roll me a d10.
Ooh, I got a 9 again.
I got
Nine
a
and a
6.
You're gonna get slapped.
Oh my god, what is with your dice right now? Unfortunately, this relentless attack from Moonstone just continues on, and you are being bombarded by precise hits, targeting your key areas, and you feel a little bit of bile go up your throat, but thankfully you don't spew it out. You feel that you are on your last legs. If you do not survive this round, you are out.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll again.
Um,
Ano muna?
Roll again. Isa and RJ. Oh, it's RJ there. Oh, there. Roll me a d10.
4.
Let it be low. Let it be low. 5. 9.
Okay. Roll me an athletic. Roll me a dexterity or your attack roll.
Attack roll is higher. 14 plus 6. 9. 20.
Yeah,
20.
he tries to tackle you to take you down, but this time on your we don't know if it's your desperation or adrenaline or just like your desire to just not be completely floored by doing nothing, but you manage to counterattack and you finally are able to land a precise blow.
No, I'm still gonna slap him. In the back of the
Okay.
head. If I dodge and then I slap him in the back of the head.
Okay. And the crowd starts cheering up because finally we're in a fight. And it's not just some guy beating another guy up. But you are aware at this point, if you are hit again, you're
Yeah.
out. Okay, let's continue. Who rolled last? So Isa and Jong, roll me a
Jong.
d10.
7.
2 and 7.
Okay.
9.
2 and
Roll me a constitution check and add a d10.
That's a 7. Plus a 2, 9.
9. You try to repeat your maneuver again, but this time, since that's the only thing you've been trying to do, Moonstone dodges your slap and add insult to injury, slaps you back. And as he slaps back, he positions his feet that at a simple turn of the heel, you fall down. And you feel your weariness creep up to you, unfortunately, and you find yourself too tired to get up.
I smile.
And the crowd goes, no, the crowd.
Or no.
cheers.
I laugh pala. I burst into uncontrollable laughter.
The crowd applauds because they're not sure what's happening. But after a while, you're being escorted by the halfling, and they just say, and as he gives you your stuff, it's just me. Like, it's like, that's all right, buddy. It's not your night.
I tell
And
him, give Moonstone 10 gold from me.
he
For a
goes,
job well
why?
done.
Oh,
You don't need
it's
to
your
know.
money. Sure. And yeah, he gets to 10 gold and he leaves. But yeah, unfortunately, your
I'll
first
be
night,
I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
yeah, your first night isn't that successful.
Well, depends on
But
your perspective.
I mean, you objectively lost, so
Huh? No, no, no.
Our perspective is objectively losing.
He lost, but you don't know. It doesn't mean
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
he's not happy. You don't know what his goal was.
yeah, 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 yeah. Fair, fair, fair. But yeah, in the eyes of the establishment,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
It's
it
a
wasn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in
It
the Fight
wasn't your
Club.
bad.
It's
It
a
wasn't.
loss.
Yeah, but it's not your. But you, even with that, you still held your head up high, and even with the injuries you have, you go back to the yawning portal. Um, Before we let's a quick from Itszki. So Itszki, you take like an hour or two going around the city.
Laps. Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want to see anything, or just like you're literally
Yeah,
just
let's
waiting
peep in if
for?
there are new impressive teams other than the jolly team that we met in the tavern in the portal.
Um. Yeah, you after a while you come and return, and you see a couple of more teams, using like the training facilities, and yeah, it's uh you see like a you see like a full you see like four adventurers in full plate mail, just like practicing like sparring with like swords and shields. um and what else do you see? Oh, and you see a couple of halflings, like like parang, like talking to the bard, and yeah, you see various other you see a couple of like you see like a door guard, like s- uh, a dark dwarf, a drow, and a deep gnome in deep conversation. So you see those types of combatants in the training facility. But yeah, what do you do?
And just like, is there anything that I sense that is better than the other group?
Okay, roll me insight.
Say +5. 17 +5, 22.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Um, now knowing where to look, you seem to be much more. You seem to. I mean, knowing where to look and what to look for and what to ask yourselves, you seem to be much more. You seem to study this group a lot easier. You immediately notice with the way that the armored individuals are acting, are training. You feel that their tactics rely more on the defensive side and are more on fighting for their fight is more of like a war of attrition, in like their style is like they're the last people standing. And the halflings, on the other hand, the way you study the way that they're putting their armor, it seems that they're favoring more of like a hit and run tactics. And yeah, and for the Dorgar, the Drow, and the Deep Gnome, there's you see them carrying like staves and wands, which indicate they're spellcasters. And you recall, sorry, and you see the way that they are fighting. You see the way that they're practicing would indicate that they rely more on um like spellcasters. They're spellcasters, but roll me an intelligence check. Just a general intelligence check.
+1. 19 +1. I'm very smart.
Yeah. So you recall that these individuals have their species has lived in the underground for much of their life, and you know that the tournament will be happening in the morning or in the middle of the day, which would indicate, coupled with what you've seen them, how we've seen them right now, and how you read them right now, you know that this particular group would rely more on like area of effect spells and spells that affect an area, but that don't particularly target, since you know that their eyes are a little bit sensitive because of the bright light and that they're just used to dark environments.
Shit, I don't
But
have my
yeah.
sunblade.
That's what you notice from this particular set of groups here.
Okay. I take note of all of the scouting that I have so I can share it to the team later and kind of lord it over their heads how much easier their time will be during the fight, knowing that we have a little bit of information about every single one of these teams.
Yeah. Before we jump back to the yawning portal, I'd say that for Shevra, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. 23.
Amon looks at you a bit surprised and goes, "My sister, you've improved. I didn't think you'd catch on this technique so easily.
Wow.
You should."
I've grown up
Well.
from our childhood, you know.
Perhaps one day, we'll all be worthy in mother and father's eyes, especially mother. And he looks back, and like, you see in the expression of his face, he's mentally flinching at like flashbacks from his mother,
Mhm.
and like you so relate to. But yes, you are. You have successfully grasped the simple concepts of the technique. What would you name it, since you're the one teaching it and they have no idea where?
That is true.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay,
I'll
but
have to think about it.
yeah, but your brother just says that your brother gives you the stamp of approval and just says, well, if they can grasp the basics, it'll be easy enough.
Thank you again, brother. It's a very cool trick you've picked up.
Yeah, yes. Every gladiator has to learn that sooner or later. If not, they'd only be able to fight half the day. And if I believe you have to, and I believe now you must teach your fellow adventurers that trick. Where are you staying, sister?
We're
here.
in the yawning portal. We're at the yawning portal, right?
Why are we at the yawning portal?
I know.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, we're at the yawning portal.
We're
go.
staying at the yawning portal.
He goes, yes. Then you're starting to become a real adventurer then. Adventurers usually stay there. I don't know why, but
Because we don't have a mansion or a brother with a mansion that could hook us up.
We could be in a mansion.
Oh, wait.
We would like to be in a mansion.
well, if you Well, in any case, if you have nothing else to ask, then I believe you
Motherfucker
have
didn't
to
even
teach.
offer.
If,
Go.
if you
She doesn't want to ask out of like pride.
Yeah, and he didn't offer. That's why it's a bitch. That's why he's a bitch.
yeah,
He's the
he can go,
asshole.
yeah, and he goes, well, have you knowing your if it took you this long to learn it, might take your companions the whole night. So I'd better start now if I were you. Good luck, sister, and I hope the gods bless you in your fight tomorrow.
Well wishes to you too. I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield, brother.
Work your way through my bracket, and then let's see. For now, you'll see me at the stand. You'll see me at the stage, welcoming you to this beginner's cup.
All right then. I'll take my leave.
And then as you leave, you do wonder, like, why did he offer?
She just brushes it off and is just like, yeah, typical Amun stuff.
Yeah. You instinctively remember. You instinctively like since he's your brother, it's easy insight for you. If someone would have brought it up, you know his first defense is, well, she didn't ask. If she didn't ask, I don't offer. And yeah, you keep to yourself. You take the long walk back to the Yawning Portal, and on your way there, I guess that's when you ponder on like the name of the fighting style and like all that. But yes, yeah, and as you arrive, let's say that the four of you are now in the Yawning Portal after your own little adventures throughout the day. Yeah, what do you guys do now?
I briefed the team about my scouting report and make sure that everybody is prepared and ask if they did anything useful.
You can RP that.
I say, all right. Here are the different. So unfortunately, I think we underestimated the talkative Achiri group and seemed that they are the most well-rounded of the bunch. I should have spent more time. You should. Hey, Asumedos, you should have you brown nosed them first, and all of these other people that you've been talking to. But there's a team that is heavy on magic, heavy team that is heavy on area effect. There's the dwarves were the ones that or the ones that were hit and run were the dwarves.
No, the halfling.
The halflings seem to be the quick in and out hit and run type, and there will be a team that is will be heavy on defense and try to tire us out. I hope, wink wink, there is somebody that have researched on how we can extend our fighting style for the entire day, because this seems to be a long bout. Wink wink.
Then I go to Malak and say, "What happened to you? You look like a beat up tomato."
Yeah, I take off my mask. Oh, guys, I just had some fun.
You had some fun, or they had some fun with you?
Both. You can say both.
Okay.
I'd tell you guys, but the first rule is we don't talk about it. And the second rule is we don't talk about it.
I just hope that your opponent looks much worse than you.
He does not. He's just honest. He does not.
Well, regardless of being beat up, I don't think anybody will look worse than our friend over here.
I can be the bait.
You're going to be patched up by morning.
If somebody teaches us something, wink, wink. I will be fine. It's just it's nothing what's this? Nothing truly damaging. Just cosmetic damage.
Yeah, and you hear a voice in your head. It's like, oh no, Baladros is here to comment.
Malak's like, thank God he doesn't speak up loud. Nobody can hear you.
Yeah, then Baladros like, right now. He goes, well, right now you have a face only a mother could love. And so it's like, oh, can I say that? Good thing your friend can't hear me.
And then Malak says, that's kind of the point.
It's
then,
like, oh, I didn't know you. I didn't know you acted. I didn't know you liked mothers that way. And then you just he he leaves.
I kind of tell them as well. Well, my day's been quite productive. I have some information that'll help us add some gold coins to our pockets.
Oh,
Then I look at
definitely need that.
So I heard from a little bird that there's a criminal on the loose. Then I lean in and whisper, this criminal is called Weevil. He's wanted for something the Marabar dwarves are offering.
A lot.
I know,
6,000?
but 6,000 gold
6,000,
pieces for the
okay.
live capture of Weevil. He's somewhere laying low near Santharl's. You gotta know where that little quaint village is. But, that difficult task might be made easier if we knew of a skill that would heal us during battle. Wink.
Wink.
Is it Shebra's turn to talk?
And it should sound cool, right?
I don't have any description for it in mind.
Oh,
So,
but
like-
before that, I'll say one more thing. And one more thing. I think there were some fire giants seen passing by a village near called Morbin's Shield.
Those
No
motherfuckers.
damage done. No damage done similar to Tribor, but these fuckers must be close.
That's so weird. So we have a sighting of fire giants to the north, not touching a village, and then we have a village in the south called Nightstone that was stolen. Had a Nightstone that was stolen by cloud giants. We need to get these fucking giants in order.
So Shebra speaks up and says, I paid my brother, the reigning champion of Waterdeep, a visit today.
What?
And-
Your
Your
brother was
brother?
the reigning champion? What?
Yes. The most vital thing that came out of this is that he taught me
Yeah.
this technique that I'd like to teach all of you tonight.
Ooh.
What is
It's-
it called?
Technique?
You
Dun,
focus
dun,
your
dun.
you focus your bodily energies in a way that rebuilds your cells and replenishes your stamina. It's a method.
Ooh. Sounds like some healing methods we need for fighting a whole day tournament.
Yeah,
Wait.
to last a
Do-
long
do
fight
we need-
with the
Do we need
gladiators.
to wink to activate it?
What is it called?
I don't have a name for it, but gladiators.
Just think of something on the top. Come on, improv. End. You know the improv end what?
The gladiators' breath.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
That's cool.
Okay, that's more decent than I thought it would go.
I know.
I was thinking it'd be wink wink.
I changed it.
Okay.
The healing
I
surge.
like that.
Not it.
I like that.
But I'll put the wink wing as well.
Creep. So like I walked them through like the meditative process in the mind, like although it happens in the middle of battle, right? Like maybe there's a bit of magic involved, I don't know. Or just channeling your inner energies in a way that makes you last longer.
More like a feat.
Yeah, a feat.
Like an ability.
That allows you to
I-
like extend your energy or whatever.
Yeah, may I suggest?
Go.
No, like Isa, if it's okay with you.
Yeah.
Since you're calling it the gladiator's breath, now relaying this information back to the rest of the group, you can't help but explain it in terms from your personal training as a fighter foremost.
Yeah.
And the way you describe it is quite similar to how you do your second wind, which is like a deep breath that like resets you and puts you in this like quick meditative state that allows you to think clearer in this short fight. That I don't know. Let's say it like I don't know, it pumps your adrenaline, so you're able to like ignore your wounds for now and to be like,
Ooh.
the whole mind over matter thing.
Gear
Yeah,
2.
yeah. Because
It's
remember,
like gear second.
so remember, like HP, it's not necessarily a physical thing. Like HP is the number of your will to survive. Yeah. So it's the combination of all things. So if ironing yourself mentally can help your HP, it's a valid descriptor of HP as well. So
Ups your adrenaline and cortisol and stuff like that.
Love it.
So yeah, I assume you share this technique for the whole night, and the group is given the basics of this technique, and during the night, do you guys do all of you do anything to prepare, or like you just sleep and wait for the next day?
I just heal up. Would there be time to buy potions? It's late now.
I'd say it's quite actually it's quite late already.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just leave it for the next time.
Yeah. We'll just rest.
Yep. So tomorrow's fine.
So yeah, Itszki, Shevra, anything for tonight? No, nothing particular. Okay, so the next day arrives, and you are greeted by a new morning. Greeted by a freshly cooked meal served to you by your preferred server, Dan Bean.
Oh wait,
And,
who's gonna pay for the next night? That night?
Either way, we have all.
Did you
we've
subtract na?
deducted it.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have
Three of us.
subtracted
So for 3
Four.
nights.
4.
Wala pa si Shevra. Wala pa siya maninon eh.
No,
Yeah, I don't have the
we
money.
deduced 4. No, you're right.
3 only. Yeah. Don't worry. Maybe by the 4th night we'll move the mansion. We'll never know. We'll find. Wink, wink.
So yeah, you are actually as you go towards the arena, you are the field of triumph. You see more people going that way, and you see like spectators going in. The lion's mouth gate is now open, and you see people pouring in. You hear crowds, and you hear cheering from inside, and you go to the back, and you are once again arrive in the registration scene, but now it's full of different adventuring groups, and they're all wearing, like, some are wearing coordinated outfits, some are wearing, like what best suit their personal style. And you see, obviously, like, you see anything in the middle. And yeah, as you go in, you see this half the wait, is she there? Yeah, Itszki. You see the Goliath and goes, "Oh, hi, friend." The Goliath woman, and say, "Yeah, hi, friend. You're here. Good luck." Um, do you reply?
Yes, I've become
make,
like,
make
hey,
them their friends.
yeah. So it's like, I was thinking, we since we've all are close friends, we should become a little bit more of an alliance until we fight towards the end. I mean, I think the best fighters should, come together a little bit to make sure that the best team goes to the end and nobody lucky gets through the first few rounds. That's
Yeah,
what
and-
I think. And maybe,
I think there's multiple teams that will pass it. So we can help each other.
Oh, and then she says, "Oh, well, maybe, but you know, yeah, I mean, the preliminary. I think from what I've heard, the preliminary round is to use to filter the teams out. So one can say the winner is never truly lucky because they made the game like this. So
that's
I'm
true,
quite
but
excited.
that's true. But you said it yourself that it's the best if friends and all the great people, the good people come together. So may we may we expect a little bit of your friendship now that we're going to this arduous task for the entire day.
Malak
was
looks
like,
at Asumedos like, is that Itszki? Motherfucker.
And
I'm
then
like
she just
sweating.
goes,
Like,
well,
There
of
must
course,
be
I
money
mean, like,
involved.
like, we're called Fred's friends because as we've told you, I think. Well, I don't think I told you because you left before I told you. But we're here so we can win the amount. We can win the cash prize, so we can afford a greater restoration spell for our friend Fred.
Fred.
Yeah, we're doing this for him so he can live a better life.
So
good.
What's their group's
sounds
name?
sounds
Wait,
great.
don't we have a greater restoration?
No.
We do.
What's the name of the name? No, we have a greater potion,
Greater
not greater restoration.
No, greater restoration, right? We have one? No?
No,
don't
no,
have
no.
it.
I haven't given a greater
No.
restoration spells.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's high level spell. That's
yeah.
high level magic.
So their group's name
Um,
is Friend's Friend.
Fred's
Fred's
friend.
friend.
Fred's Friends.
Fred's friends.
Fred's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Can
all right,
I-
for Fred then.
can I
we'll
inside
make
check
sure that
if
you
they're
guys
doing
get to
good?
the end.
Huh?
Can I insight check if she's telling the truth again?
Yeah. Go ahead. Insight check away.
Natural 20. Tangina ngayon ka na no, boss.
It's like staring at a fucking golden retriever. Like,
They're 100% honest.
like if she has to lie to save herself from damnation,
She will not.
like
She's
she will be chained in hell for all eternity. So
Okay. That's the truth.
Okay, so I relieve Jong so that Itszki so that he's not perspiring in an awkward situation. I offer my hand. Can we be a friends friend?
Fred's friend's friend.
she's like, oh, and then you see the dwarf. You see the dwarf. Or the dwarf go to her, and like they whisper something. It's like, really? And she goes like, really? And she goes, ooh, I believe I'm participating in skullduggery. So she shakes her hand. Oh, and she's like excited. She's like, I'm not sure if alliances are against the rules, but I read the rules and I don't think there's anything about it. But still, it feels like skullduggery.
Oh, okay.
So she shakes her
Yeah,
head.
it didn't say anything in the rules.
She's a bit giddy. But I believe the next
Round.
round. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Let's get
But
there
yeah,
first.
yeah. If we're gonna meet you in the battlefield, maybe we can
Watch each other's
fight
backs.
someone else.
Yes.
I guess.
Exactly.
But if it's against the two of us, I'm telling you now that we will release our full abilities to ensure our Fred is finally cured, and we
But-
will not hesitate to strike you down when we are given the opportunity. Okay.
But not in the preliminary round, because there's gonna be multiple teams getting in.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry, I'm butting in here, but I see that you have a very noble purpose. At least for the first round. If we see any other team trying to target you and you're within range, I'm just gonna make sure that we gotta hit them first before they hit you.
I have a
And then-
I have a thought. I mean, I know you're doing this for your friend Fred because he is injured and he needs to be healed. Allying with us will try to make sure that you guys do not experience any other injuries as well. We wouldn't want you wouldn't want too many. Oh shit, no, that doesn't mean because like all the things will be healed after, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Shit, I was gonna say that.
How
I
about
don't-
this? And there are also other ways to, if money is what you're looking for, there are other quests outside there. Maybe we can do tandem quests in the future too, just to make sure that you get your hands on a greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
Also,
Oh.
and I say also if by chance you win with our help, we want to have first dibs on to buy the bracer. Since you need money, I don't think you'll need that item. You need money more than the item, right? We'll sell it to us.
Yeah, we talked about that, and actually, we just need the gold, the prize money. That's enough for us because it means our Fred would have a better life. So, actually, she whispers. Truth be told, we don't really need the magic item. We just need we just need the cash.
Okay,
pay
so
Okay.
if you win, then we'll buy it from you very cheap. Like Itszki will hack.
Yeah. We can help each other win, but that's a little bit far off. But our intent is to make sure that you have enough gold, but you might not need, you don't have much use for that dagger. So we'll probably just make sure that we split the loot towards the end.
She looks at the rest of the group, and she looks back at you guys nervously, and she looks, and then you see the dwarf looking at her, and she goes, "Ilathau, are you negotiating about money?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she looks back. "Oh, I'm sorry. My friends have said I'm a little bit too accommodating. So maybe if this part of the conversation, one of my friends can do it. But yeah, maybe we can talk about this after."
Okay, after the preliminary.
Yeah, well, let's get through the preliminary rounds first.
Okay.
Plenty of time
Okay.
to chat.
Okay. She waves goodbye as she turns back to her friends, and as you leave, you just hear her whisper to the rest of her. I mean, she not whisper. She says loud. She goes back. It's like, "I think Fred has more friends. Yay!" And they're like, "Oh, yay!" Um,
Now I'm
And yeah,
invested in
you are-
Fred's survival. What does Fred have? I'm so curious. I'm gonna put that in my
Fred
list.
has good friends. That's what Fred has.
I know,
That's
but
enough for some people.
what's wrong with Fred?
He needs a greater restoration.
Yes, herpes.
Okay, let's go. Fred.
Okay. So yeah, as you see the male Goliath that signed you up earlier, and he greets he shouts, he shouts at the top of his voice. He goes, "Adventurers!" And everyone looks at him, and it quiets down. He starts talking. "Thank you for participating in this year's Tyro Cup." And there was just like a small round of applause, like yay, and a couple of cheers. And yeah, he says, "I'm sure you're excited to know what the mechanics of our glorious battle will be this day. We believe that to get the full adventuring experience for our spectators and guests, we thought that we would present you all with a typical adventuring scenario. So, for this preliminary round, we have put up a platform that houses hordes and hordes of fake gold and treasure. But in the middle, in this horde, houses 4 pieces of a medallion. Your job is to find those pieces, put them together, forming the medallion as a whole, and climb the central pillar where you will raise the medallion up as a sign of your company's victory for the preliminary round. The teams who can succeed in these tasks will be eligible for the final round, which we will explain if you make it to the final round.
So find the gold pieces, complete it, run it at the tower. Simple enough.
I have no
Now.
items. Okay.
Now, each adventuring group will look at the horde individually. So there will be minimal interference with each other. Now, to determine this order, you all must, as simple complications with simple tools. We shall all draw lots to determine the marching order.
So there's no enemies. Okay. It's just us.
You ask?
No. Do we ask, Jay?
Well, we don't know if there's going to be enemies.
Traps or anything
traps.
While we're finding.
Yeah.
And each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Be prepared for anything.
So now he starts naming your groups. So since you mentioned to put your guy, you lot at the top, he starts with, okay. Let's make sure everyone's here. Okay. The Silver Shadows. He looks around.
Oh, that's us. Hi.
Okay. Okay, he raised their hand. Okay, see them. Okay. Razor Edge Rage, and you see a couple of the people in the shadows. They raise their hands, like, and as they go back to their brooding. Darkness Falls, and another equally edgy group raises their hands. It says Thumb Tinkerboot, and you see the rock gnome with his automatons. He raises his hand, and the automatons also go up, and then mechanically put them down. Favored Few, and you see the halflings. So all ooh, us. The Dark Delvers, and Itszki, this is what you saw: the drow, the deep gnome, and 2 Durgar. The Silent Stags, and you see the people in full armor. And you and you and this one's a bit like they're a boisterous bunch. And when they say silent, and when they said silent stags, and you hear one of them shout, it's always a stealth mission if there are no witnesses, and they cheer, and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck. And they say Zora's crew, and you see like a pirate looking individual, like the Company of the Isle. And you see another group raise their hands. And Angry Torches. And you see Fire Genasi with fiery red hair raises hands. And this is the group that's comprised fully of redheads of different ethnicities. But yeah, the common factor is they all have red hair. And it looks like their leader is a literal, it's a Genasi with flaming hair. And after he's finishing the list, says, okay, so what
happened to Fred's friends?
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. Fred's friends. And they go like, that's us. Okay, now each of you please stand a representative so we may determine how each one.
Wait, are Asumedos prepared an introduction?
Do we have the bards ready?
Yeah, actually, since yesterday, we can just say that before you guys split off, you did what your entrance will be.
Okay, so do we read it? Okay.
Wait, do you have?
Yes.
I do. I do.
Okay, so let's save that for later.
Okay.
But let's save it for later. So yeah, who's gonna draw the?
I've been rolling ass lady.
Our leader and Pat. Go, master.
You're on mute.
Do I just roll the d20?
No, roll me a d12.
Ooh.
There are 12 teams. And
Okay.
and as you approach us, remember the last you are the more obvious medallions would have been found. But that also means the obvious.
Yeah, that's a detail.
That also. Yeah, that's a
Ready.
deal. That also means the obvious hiding places have already been found. So, as adventurers, we entrust you to find opportunity in every place. Good luck to you all. May Timora bring you luck. And yeah, roll me a d12.
Go. Wait, so quick question. If we're building how many sets of medallion there is there?
Oh, you don't know.
So okay. They didn't say that there's 12 teams, there's only 2, or 12 teams, there's only 6.
No.
So what we can
they
do
didn't
is
say.
like, yeah, okay. So I mean, this is fine because we can hoard or trade different pieces if we have multiple sets of one.
If we
Right,
get there
3,
first.
2, if we get there first. And rolling 8. Oh, not bad.
That's
Wait.
not bad.
That's
I think about higher better or lower better.
Lower better.
Oh shit, we're the low third.
Okay.
Oh, we
So,
don't know
yeah,
yet.
we don't know. Maybe high 12 is better.
They give the names. Okay, Silver Shadows, you will come out at 8th.
Fuck.
I rolled 2. Dapat ikaw. Dapat ikaw.
Oo
The
nga,
worst.
no.
we forgot to check.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, I'll just say this now. I'll only do the intro because it's getting a bit late. So I want to give you guys a taste, and then let's call it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, as you take your place, you take your place as you wait for the rest of the adventuring group. And after a while, after a while, the tournament starts, and you see one by one the groups start appearing, and as they appear, you hear the loud "Woo!" And then during the fight, or during the challenge, during the endeavor, you hear people cheer and go like "ah" or "ooh." You hear like you hear a multitude of sounds from all the full spectrum of emotions, and then you hear some of the some of the you hear some of the cheers. You see some of the cheers. You hear some of the introductions from the teams, and like in particular, you hear one from the Rock Gnome with the automatons, the Thom Tinkerboot. You just hear, you just hear, you just hear like the announcer go. If you are interested, if you are impressed if you are impressed with the capabilities of these automatons, you may find Mr. Thom at address, and it inserts address.
Advertisement.
He's there for
And he's there to show off the
For
capabilities
sales.
of his
Yeah.
automatons.
doesn't care about winning.
It's for sale.
Yeah, and
Are
then
they
you hear
are they warforged?
no, these are like they're not living. These are fully automatons. But yeah, and then you hear like some of the other ones. It's like birth from the trauma, from their shared trauma of betrayal, death, and destruction. These adventurers are formed into darkness falls as they traverse the lands, ridding evil so that no one else may experience what they have. And the crowd goes, "Oh yay!" You hear like and you friends come up, and and then you just hear, "This group is just here to help their friend Fred," and
Oh.
and then after a while, during their particular bout, you hear like cheering sounds, and you hear like "ooh," like something bad happened, but you don't know you don't know to whom this bad occurrence
Okay.
happened. So like, are they like, did they do it? Did they do it? Then everyone's like, "Oh, I can't believe they did that." Or they're like, "Oh, I can't believe that happened to them." So up in the air. But eventually, your turn arrives, and Asumedos, you give your little spiel. Actually, no, you gave the spiel to the bard like a day. If you have wanted, you gave the spiel to the bard like a day ago, and like
Sure.
he reads the script and is ready, and yeah, as you step off into the tournament, you see this huge angular colosseum, and it is filled with well, it's not full capacity since this isn't, but there's enough crowd that you can feel the energy coming from them, and you see like spectators cheering you on. You see a couple of nobles, at like the more exclusive area, and at the center, I can show the map.
Jong, your camera's down now for the dice.
Oh.
Okay, I loaded the map.
Loading
Okay.
pa lang.
And yeah, while it's loading, the announcer reads your spiel. So I mean, RJ, maybe you do it.
Okay. My lords, my ladies, and everyone else not sitting on a cushion. Today, you find yourselves equals, for you are all equally blessed. For I have the pride, the privilege, nay, the pleasure of introducing to you a group sired by heroes, a band of adventurers who can trace their lineage to kings.
We better win.
I first met them atop a mountain near Damara, praying to the gods, asking for forgiveness for the Thayan blood spilled by their hands. Next, they amazed me still further in Thindol when they saved a fatherless beauty from the would-be ravishings of her dreadful Samartian uncle.
He should have been a bard.
In the spine of the world, they spent a year in silence just to better understand the sound of a whisper. And so, without further gilding the lily, and with no more ado,
I remember
I
this.
give you the
Sounds
Seeker of
familiar.
Serenity, the protector of Thindolan virginity, the enforcer of the gods, the one, the only Silver Shadow!
Okay,
I remember that.
everyone roll me a charisma check.
God damn it.
+2. All right, let's do this.
Ability modifier or saving?
No, just a check. Use your charisma modifier.
Modifier.
Oh my gosh.
16.
Plus 5, 18.
I'm 1 + 2, 3.
Malak, what did you get?
16.
16. The crowd is like. The crowd's like. You got at least half the crowd excited. The other half
Okay.
are.
Shouldn't that have
you
an
just see that-
advantage with that amazing speech? I think that needed advantage.
No.
For Issa's knowledge, this was
This is
redacted from A
A
Knight's
Knight's
Tale
Tale.
from Heath Ledger.
You got half. Others are like cheering. They're like, "Oh, Silver Shadows!" And the other half is like, "What are you talking about?" But like they politely clap. You know, they give their dues. They acknowledge good writing. But yes. So now, has everyone loaded the map?
No, it's unloading. Unloaded.
It's not, almost.
It's loaded for me.
Not yet on my end.
Yeah, while it's loading, I'll just describe first what's happening. So in front of you, at the center of the arena, is this platform, and there are two smaller platforms below it, and it is full of fake gold and treasure and boxes filled with other fake gold. And right now, this is at the center of it. There's this like huge, like 60-foot pillar where you see at this point 3 medallions being displayed.
Oh, so fast. Out of
Well,
6?
we are 8th.
6?
Oh wait, no, sorry, 4. Let's roll.
How many will pass? 6?
No, sorry. Sorry, that was from an earlier script. If you're able to do this, you are eligible. So it's not about
How many?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not top 6. It's more of like, can you do this?
Okay.
Yeah. So for now, let's just roll. Okay. So yeah, there are 3. There are 3 who have.
Is Fred's friends one
Or-
of them? We
You don't
can't
know.
say.
You don't know. I mean, all the medals look the same. So right now you don't know. But yeah, this at a 60-foot column, and yeah, from what the announcer said, what from the one of the staff said earlier, you have to climb the 60-foot column and place your medallion, raise the medallion up to show that your group is worthy for the next round. And as you pass through the
There we
doors,
go.
you feel yourselves being enveloped in protective energies, as if protected by a death ward spell. And you also feel you see a glyph glowing on your chest. And you remember earlier it said that if you were to theoretically die, it would instantly teleport you, or you will be instantly be healed, stabilized by one of the staff. So this means that even if you're down, you still won't be teleported. So there's a chance of you being, brought back up.
By a
So
teammate.
yeah. So it's not like you just go to 0 HP, you're out. So so basically this fight, it's like a real fight, but like you don't really die, since this is just a tournament. Yeah. So since you're AF, okay, here's are the DCs. Okay. So is everyone loaded?
Yep.
Mhm.
Not for me. Maybe I need to refresh
Yep.
it again.
Might take longer.
It's not moving.
How are you gonna find? Shit. Can I? It's too late to change my spell list.
Yep.
Well, we haven't started yet, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Anti-carpet. Dragon head. I suggest Asumedos not be near that carpet.
I second the motion.
RJ, how is it?
It's not loading on my end.
Oh no.
It's like 1/4.
Did you open it again? Open it
Yeah.
again.
Okay, I'll close it and then reopen it. Bagal eh.
Sa akin, it was faster when I reloaded it. I closed the browser and then opened a new one. Papa ng rules ko today, my god.
Nagtampo.
Did you get the bag of hoarding in Amazon?
No, critical role. Their shop.
Let's see if it's in Amazon.
There might be different versions. I'm sure there's many versions.
No, of course I want the critical role.
You sure you don't want to get the bag of whoring?
Oh,
A bag of whoring.
bag of force?
That's for you, RJ. Bag of whoring. Not for Asumedos, for you.
Anyway, let's just continue.
Yeah.
I'm just the only one that's loading.
Okay. So right now the cheers are loud and booming all around you. At this point, where will you look for your medallion? He says.
Let's look at it. Right, so you and me, Malak, do we go, there's middle, there's dragon, the sarcophagus, and then top right with small stuff.
I know.
I think we
Do
go
we
to the
split up? No.
Oh, wait.
Everybody-
of
Sorry.
course not.
I'll explain this. I'll just explain this first. So these are stairs, and this is a platform. This is solid platform. So there's no like layer underneath it, but there is gold all around it. So, and then this is also a platform, but like when I say platform, this is like this is 5 feet high, and this is only like a raised like platform that's like a foot high.
Like in
So,
school.
yeah. What do you mean like in school?
You know, in Ateneo, diba, there's like a platform in front where the teachers,
Ah, yeah.
like
Yeah,
raised.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I
And-
cast locate object? How would that work?
I don't know. I don't know, it's tricky because like you changed the spell list after I gave you the brief.
That's true. Then then don't let me allow it to change na lang. I'll just put back my old spell list.
Go back to old spell na lang.
Oh, okay. No, I was assuming you were just changing it before the briefing started. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. I can change it back.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, the obvious one would be the. I suggest maybe
Dragon?
Hardest one.
No, me,
Wait a minute.
Asumedos, and Shevra can like try and locate one, and then JONG, Itszki, I suggest you start shooting other people, so we can loot from them. That could be
Okay,
another
that's a
source
good
of,
plan.
Or you and me. we
What do
can
you mean
start-
other people?
Are there no other teams here?
No, you all come out individually.
Oh,
okay.
I thought there was.
Wait a
like-
minute. So-
it's like
so-
a random
So
Oh,
what do we have? There's a dragon head. There's a carpet.
Oh,
There's
I bet there's gonna be traps here and stuff.
Mhm.
I know. There's a tomb.
where?
And-
Sorry.
I mean, again, that's right. We should. There's 4 corners. Do each one of us take a corner?
No.
Because we don't know if there's gonna be an attack, then will need support. We don't know if
Maybe
at
go by
least
2s. if
2
you
by
want.
2s, yeah.
2 by 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were the first few teams, where would you have gone? You would have gotten the dragon. You would have gotten the.
Yeah, the
first
closest
one.
ones. I think
Yeah.
we'd go farthest ones.
Maybe let's go
Check the back.
the back and the middle.
One back, one front. Yeah, one back, one front. Yeah, back. Oh,
One back, one
I
middle.
think one back, one front.
Okay. I guess me and Itszki
Okay,
can.
loaded.
Let's go. Which side do you
Middle.
want?
I think we
wanna
should
go
go middle because I have range in case.
Okay. So me and
then-
Itszki in the middle, and then Asumedos and Shevra top area,
Mhm.
top left.
What's on the
The
top
one with-
left?
like the
Yeah,
sword.
it's smallest.
And yeah, top left.
Okay, then we go to the top left then.
Okay, like put your minis.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So I,
Yeah.
So yeah, you hear this booming gong that sounds the go signal, and the crowd goes wild as you all run towards where you're gonna look. So okay, so as you go there, you start. Well, I'll say when you're on gold, I'll consider that difficult terrain since it's piles and piles of gold and it's hard to get your footing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but
divided
as
by
you all-
2.
Yeah. So as you climb up, as you climb this like small hill of gold coins, you start looking around. Okay, everyone roll me either an investigation or a perception check.
God damn.
Investigation, perception.
Oh, 17 plus 2, 19.
Perception is +5. Okay.
I got a 14.
Fucking A. I'm 1 plus 5, 6.
What did you get, Shevra?
7.
It's okay. So you're with me, and then Itszki is with Malak. Malak rolled what?
14.
I got 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay. JONG cursed, so I assume that was bad.
Yeah, I'm 6.
Okay, so you each search for you and you start looking around for medallion, for like pieces of this medallion. And as you're looking around, Asumedos, you see what looks like a familiar, piece, that jagged edge of medallion, and you swoop up and you pick up this piece and you look at it and like, wow, surprise! Woo! You found one. But as everyone else is looking,
God damn it, I didn't find one too.
you're looking around, and unfortunately, you cannot find anything. And as you go around, you're moving, pieces of gold. All of you are moving huge amounts of gold to the side. It seems from each and every one of you, as you move away the gold, and as you lift your hands, it seems some of this gold has stuck to your fingers, and you see the gold
wish it were real.
pieces. You see these like gold pieces. Suddenly, like legs start coming up, and golden legs come up, and you see them transfigure into like these like golden beetles, and they start swarming each and every one of you. If that wasn't worse enough, the ground starts shaking, and you see 5 huge tentacles made of gold suddenly appear in your general vicinity.
We gotta keep looking though.
Where's the 5th one?
But we got
And
one part of the medallion.
Just one.
Yeah.
Need 3 more.
And they're all poised to attack you. And we will roll initiative next week.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
God damn it.
Yeah, and these tentacles they're made of like a combination of like gold coins. And like there's a swarm. Oh wait, I'll put the swarm on you guys. The swarm of gold coins are on you guys.
Interesting.
Okay. So yeah. So as of now, Asumedos, because of Asumedos, we now have 1 piece.
One out
I'll
of
mark-
was it 3 or 4?
4.
4.
Yeah, I'll mark the top right.
Top
Mark
left?
the top right. Top right.
Top
like,
right.
I'll make it black. A black square for the pieces you found.
Oh, okay. Got it. That one.
Yeah. Yeah, let's... there. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's keep that for now. Okay. So let's continue this next week, and good luck. As these tentacles, golden tentacles, start whacking
Yeah,
at you.
nothing's easy. Damn it. Good job.
Especially
my
like-
daga.
You realize like nothing can be this easy with this production.
I know.
Well,
That's good.
we'll need to wait for another week until we find out our new hentai episode of the Plus 3 HP D&D.
Mhm.
Will we get done by tentacles?
I think
Let's
Itszki would
hope
love
not.
that.
Nope. I just wish the gold was real.
I know. See, it's keep pocketing some of it. I don't care if it's fake.
It feels real to me.
I know. Let me have this.
Yeah.
Let me just... All right.
Good luck, good luck. Let's see what happens.
Good job, good
I
job.
don't know. Part of me is glad. Part of me is glad. The full swing hasn't happened yet because, like, I think everyone's rolls were lower than what we're comfortable with. Let's put it that way.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh.
Except if it was against Malak, because all of you were rolling really high against Malak.
Well, got slapped around in the fight club.
He was happy though.
That's good. Okay. Thank you very much to all our amazing viewers out there. This has been another amazing episode of the Plus 63 HP D&D podcast. So before we say our final goodbyes, let me just remind you that if you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, now is the time to do so. Now, in case you have already subscribed, please do share our channel to all your friends and family. Let them join in on the fun. We are also available on our socials. So please, we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can search the handle +63HP. Now, in case you don't want to see our faces on the screen, but just love to hear our voice, you can tune in to your podcast of choice. We do prefer Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts as well. That's it for me. Final goodbyes. Let's start with John.
Thank you again for joining us in our first ever D&D campaign. We are enjoying all of the things that we are learning. We are back to our regularly scheduled programming this week, so can't wait to talk to you about more shows, more D&D, more trailers, more fun, and more shenanigans.
Awesome. Very well said. How about you, CHUBAX?
Yeah, just
Our resident daddy.
happy we're back. Bad rolls though. I think it's been crying because it hasn't been used, so now it's lashing out at me. So hopefully next week we have some successful ones. Hope you guys
Looking
join us
forward to
again.
that as well. How about you, Issa?
Follow us and watch us crush this tournament.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it. And of course, final goodbyes from our Dungeon Master, Angelo.
Well, good luck next week. But yeah, narrative wise, yeah, like you met, I mean, lots of NPCs this week. So we finally met the brother who finally, I mean, say what you want, but it he was a good segue. He was a good segue to the healing surge ability. And
That is true.
yeah, even if he did not invite his own sister to stay at his mansion.
I think if Itsuki met him, he would be like his idol.
Yeah,
I just
but
want the
yeah,
money.
good luck next week. Oh, I guess, I mean, let's see. I have a feeling this combat will be 2 sessions.
Ooh.
No,
that's
because
gonna
it's
be a
pure
long
combat.
one.
It's pure combat, so combat takes a long time. So yeah, it's yeah. So
Unless we
I
roll
guess
like natural 20s on each.
Yeah, let's for
let's
combat.
see.
Let's just yung make sure the next one is prepared on deck,
Yeah.
so that once you
Alright.
get to your turn, you already know what you're planning to do. Diba? On deck.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you just say like it's his turn, then Malak's on deck, so we can prepare.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like what do you call this? Yeah, I guess since we have so much RP, I think combat just naturally built up. So this is the combat, making up for lost time, I guess.
No, that's
That's
fine. Yeah.
true.
Because they're doing so much RP for like past 3 sessions. So yeah, now it's combat turn.
That's fine. I mean, we missed both.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Take us
then, that's it from all of us. We thank you. We will see you again on our next shows. We love you guys.